Okay, everybody, welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports. We are out here for yet another Raptors watch along. Tonight is one of the most important games of the season thus far as the Raptors take on the Chicago Bulls. One could say it is the most important game of the season thus far as the Raptors and the Bulls are battling for play-in seeding, those all-important 7th or 8th seeds, even the 9th seeds that you're hosting the first game. All of this. All of this will be vital as we go through the season. But thank you so much to Jay Conda for dropping in that super chat. Appreciate that from Jay Conda. Once again, starting off the stream with the super chat to get us going, set the mood, set the vibes right. Thank you so much, Jay Conda, for that. Further along, Adam Scanlon, my moderator and the editor on the Clips channel, has just re-upped his membership for the second month. Thank you so much to Adam for supporting the content since day one and helping out by editing for the Clips channel. Also, shout out to GM Clark 219 for subscribing to the channel right before the stream got going. So, a membership, a super chat, a new sub, all as we get started for the stream today. Thank you so much, everybody, for the support. Hope everybody is having a good week so far. Raptors starting, or I guess, what am I looking for here? New signing today. Will Barton is a Toronto Raptor. If you did not see, around 3:30, Shams Charania announced that Will Barton was finalizing a deal to sign for the Raptors. And Will Barton, I don't know if he's playing, but he's certainly suited up and ready to go, it seems. He's suited up. He warmed up on the court tonight. I don't know how that worked out so quickly, but it seems like Will Barton could be getting some minutes tonight for the Toronto Raptors, and we're going to see how all of this goes down. I think that, well, if you want my full thoughts or my full initial thoughts on the move, then check out this channel here. Check out Amateur Hour Sports. A video came out just over 2 hours ago now with my initial reaction to that trade. I worked very hard to ensure that I got that out as fast as possible, so I'd appreciate support on that. Don't leave the stream. Check that out later. But it's there, just a reminder, when you do have some time. We'll talk a little bit more about Will Barton in just a second here, but let's say what's up to the great people of the community that are out here joining us in chat today. First of all, we got Doug B joining early. What's up, Doug? OG sub. Grogan, Amateur Army vet. What's up? Jay Bricks, another vet. Thank you for joining. 905 Yada, the GOAT. What's up? Adnan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream content. Levi, another vet, is here. Jordan, what's going on? Brian, another vet, joining. What's going on? Rowan, my other moderators here. Phoenix, how you doing? Howard Mann joining. Thomas, Perry, Big Zongo, another vet. Jack, another vet. And that is all. Thank you guys for tuning in for the stream today. I was in the middle of doing some extra work to kind of improve the stream quality when I saw, like how I work is I have my phone on this little stand in front of me, so I don't like always register what I see there as I'm working. And I saw Will Barton sign somewhere, and I didn't even really look. I just saw, Will Barton signed somewhere, whatever. And then I don't know, 15 minutes later, I just saw like Raptors along with it. I was like, wait a second, and then I went into my Twitter notifications, and Shams, lo and behold, had mentioned that Will Barton Jr. or Will Barton, is it Will Barton Jr.? Will Barton had signed for the Raptors. And immediately was like, holy shit, I got to do a video right now. And yes, got that one out. He's actually Will Barton III, so not Jr. Anyways, solid pickup here. Listen, this isn't a groundbreaking signing, but it's an improvement on Juancho. It's an actual shooting guard for this team coming off the bench. Another one now because we have Trent, but some extra shooting guard depth. And my God, some shooting, hopefully. I know this guy didn't have he in fact had a pretty pretty torrid time with the Washington Wizards, but this guy can shoot. This guy can come off a screen and play. Like, there's talent here, and this is actually, I think, a player that, I don't think, like I said, is going to be groundbreaking, but this is going to make our team better. This is going to make our team better for the rest of the season, and we'll see what happens after that. We're going to play next match. I'll do you one better, Robert. Will Barton is playing tonight, apparently. He warmed up. He's suited up. He has a number. He's wearing number 1. Will Barton is here to play tonight. So I was like hoping he'd play next game. He's playing today. I think it will be it's yes, as 9 out of 5. Yeah, I said it is a player option, so it is not up to us. Starting 5 for the Raptors has been revealed. It is as expected, to me at least. Gary Trent Jr. is the player that drops to the bench, according to Phoenix. There, looking for confirmation. Yes, indeed, confirmed. Gary Trent Jr. is a player that is going to go to the bench here. No surprises. If I had my way, I'd probably do the same. I wonder if it'd be better to play Barnes off the bench, but the Raptors are not going to do that. They're going to go with VanVleet, Anunoby, Barnes, Siakam, and Poeltl. I will say once again, I don't particularly want Barnes to go to the bench, but like in terms of balancing out your starting lineup with enough shooting, is that the best fit? Maybe, but hey, I understand the decision to start Barnes. Like I said, I would do the same thing. I would start Barnes, move Gary Trent Jr. to the bench. All of a sudden, our depth is looking like quite a bit better here. We're healthy other than Otto for the first time in a while with Poeltl here. First time, I think, with Poeltl here that we're healthy. Coming off the bench, you're going to see Trent. You're going to see Boucher, Achua. I'm sure Jeff Dowd is going to keep his minutes, or at least some of them. And you're going to add Will Barton into the mix. Nice 10-man unit here. I imagine Dowd will be the casualty overall to those minutes. But hey, Will Barton is going to be a solid player, I think, for this team going through the rest of the season. A guy that's going to give us, hopefully, 8 to 10 points per game off the bench. Adds in some scoring, adds in some shooting. Most importantly, he just adds in that spacing. So I'm looking forward to see what he's like. Seeing as he wasn't a Raptor 4 hours ago, he wasn't a Toronto Raptor. I don't expect the world from him tonight. Hopefully, he comes in, has some spot-up opportunities, can hit one. If he hits one three-pointer, that'll be an improvement on Juancho and Gomez immediately. You don't think Otto Porter will be? Well, he's definitely going to take that player option. If he doesn't, I don't understand. Unless he wants to do us a favor, which why would he? Can we talk about the Barnes video? We can talk about whatever you want. Did that pinch a nerve? I got a lot of faith in Barnes for the rest of the season. That is just what I wanted to convey with that video. Think we win this? Yes, I think we win this. Raptors are favored by, I think, 4.5 points here. Reason to believe they should win based on that. They're favored by 5 points here. Some would say 4.5 to 5 points. So, yeah, we'll say 5. They should win. At home, where we're better, we're the better team. Got to take advantage. Got to go grab a dub and get through this game. This is very too important of a game to lose from a position in which you are expected to win, as I mentioned. It's gotta be super 6-man Manu style. Yeah, I get that, but I wouldn't really want to. I'd rather start him. If it's not the best bounce after 4 minutes, put in Gary Trent Jr. I just think Scotty Barnes is for the investment you have in his future. You definitely want to have him in your starting 5. Oh my God, absolute bomb of a super chat here from MSJ. Holy shit, man. MSJ drops the fucking hundo bomb into chat. Thank you so much to MSJ, a consistent super chatter, but wow. Holy shit. He says, hope you're right. Have a good night. Well, thank you, MSJ. I hope you have a good night as well if you are leaving. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, supporting the content, and supporting myself. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So grateful for that. Appreciate it. Wow. Robert says, what about Wieskamp now? Well, he went from not playing at all to still not playing at all. In fact, he's going to be with the 905 for their upcoming stretch of games. There is a confirmation in the Super Chat. Once again, thank you so much to MSJ. Holy shit. Appreciate it. Keep moving Barnes around different roles and send him back to bench. Well, a good thing about that, Ronan Dan, he says he might just leave when he's able to. So this is his second season. So his rookie contract lasts for 4 years, which means 2 more full years after this. Then he's a restricted free agent where we're expecting him to sign a 5-year contract. So when he's able to, that is 7.5 years away. I think he can forgive us in the next 7.5 years if he comes off the bench for 20 games near the end of a regular season. Well, we'll see how it looks today. If it is as bad as like it could be with the spacing and everything, then I'm sure they'll come up with a different solution or a solution. One of those solutions might be moving Barnes to the bench, but I would expect that he starts for the rest of the season. I can see like OG's definitely got to start hitting some fucking shots and actually like look like he gives a shit. But I can see it working for stretches. But a lot of the rotations I think will have Trent with the bulk of the starters there, Barnes with the bulk of the bench. We'll see how it all goes. Look what happened to OG. Like, what does that even mean? Look what happened to Siakam. He went from all these different roles, and now he's an all-star. Like, we could play this, look at this guy all day. Look at OG. He's been given, like, every tool to succeed, and then we, like, tried to force-feed way too many mid-range shots started this season. He couldn't hit them, and then now he's upset we don't let him take him anymore. Like, there's only so much we can do. Let's trade him. Why are we going to such extremes here? Just start the guy for the rest of the season. If it's a problem, put him on the bench and still give him like 35 minutes. Why is this such an issue? Jesus Christ, man. We're fine. Not knowing who should be in your starting 5 is a good problem to have. It means you have good players. There's 6 good players. You don't want any of them coming off your bench. Like, this is not a detrimental problem. You have a great team. You have a great group of players. You have a great group of players. Not elite, but a great one. Nurse is nasty. He doesn't optimize the players offensively. He could go to post split action way more often. He has been considering the amount of good post players he has. We spoke a lot about the offensive action this season. I mean, it's like... And then going back to like the amount of plays that were run for OG start of the season, and even like still sometimes now to a degree, except last game where OG looked like he did not give a fuck about playing. Oh my goodness, that was rough. Hopefully, he actually looks like he gives a shit today. Being a starter equals more money. Like, listen, if we're in a position where Barnes has to come off the bench for 20 games. If he is going to throw a fit and be livid that he has to come off the bench for 20 games, less than 20 games because he's starting today, and not like they'd get, let's say the maximum amount of games Scotty Barnes have to come off the bench this season, in the regular season, is 18. Max. If at all. And you guys think that's enough for him to throw a fit and ask to leave in his second season. I respectfully disagree. Clippers are 0-2 in the Westbrook era. Yeah, in the second game, he didn't touch the floor in the fourth quarter, or OT, I believe it was. I'm absolutely floored that they signed. Like, I cannot believe they signed him. I cannot believe they signed him. Oh my goodness, what a decision! What a decision. Yes, Fred VanVleet is back. That is big. I watched a good chunk of that Cavaliers game, not the complete game because I had soccer I wasn't able to stream, as you guys already know. But from what I did see, man, oh man, did the Raptors miss Fred VanVleet. On my last video about Scottie Barnes, so I spent like 3-4 minutes that video saying we're going to see Scottie Barnes now in his main position rather than just in the point guard spot where he's clearly not as effective as Fred VanVleet. This is not the way that tailors towards Scottie Barnes' game, and it was very, very clear in many games, but specifically that Cavaliers game, the Raptors were missing Fred VanVleet's playmaking. They were missing his ball handling ability, dribbling ability, and also they were very much missing his pull-up shooting and just shooting in general. And somebody took that as me being insecure about Scottie Barnes being too good at point guard, that he's going to replace Fred VanVleet. And that made me exhale out of my nose for a good 3 seconds just to try and like process how somebody can be like that dense. But yeah, apparently that's a narrative being constructed for the people that say the Raptors are better when Fred VanVleet's at point guard instead of Scottie Barnes. So nothing surprises me until another thing does, and that is the latest in the Amateur Hour Sports comment section. There's always something fun down there. I was just like, it's not insecurity. It's I want the Raptors to be as best as possible, and they are at their best when Fred VanVleet's at point guard. Literally in a video where I did almost nothing but praise Scottie Barnes, I got in shit for something against the player. I'll never get it. It's just the half court setting doesn't tailor to Scottie Barnes' skills as a point guard. Like it's not. I don't think that's disrespectful, but apparently it is. Anyways, that's just something that came up. It's not that serious. Don't worry, not that serious to me. Today I got a rip in my DeRozan singlet from 2013. That's tough. Is that a sign about to rip the Bulls in pieces? Well, I would certainly hope so. Lakers are 4-2. That's true. I thought they were 4. You said they're 4. I thought they're 4-2. But LeBron is out now, so that makes a big difference. I would say he's better than Ben Simmons, Phoenix, but like that caliber in which like his jump shot is just straight up not respected. But hey, Scottie Barnes can hit a 3, whereas Ben Simmons can't even shoot him. Do I have a bet on this game? Listen, Fred VanVleet had a kid. I saw a good number I liked for a player prop. I smashed Fred VanVleet over 19.5 points. It was very, very square bet. I was like, listen, Fred had a kid. I know what Fred's like when he has a kid. So I smashed the point number. Best price in market. I got it at plus 100. And apparently at Betway, it's plus 105 right now. If it's at plus 105, that is a monster number. FanDuel has it. ScoreBet has it at minus 105. CoolBet minus 106. FanDuel minus 108. I would say, like, listen, bet what you want. I hit Fred VanVleet plus 100. If Fred VanVleet was minus 110, I probably still would have hit it. So I'd say play that to minus 110, but this is like very square. I'm just like, Fred coming back from having a kid. He's going to be taking a lot of shots today because the bulk of floor spacing will be on him with Gary Trent out of the starting lineup. I like Fred VanVleet to go over today, as I mentioned. Would you, Riley says, hypothetically, would you entertain waiving Malkai? I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to stop there and say yes, but let's read the rest of it. Or a young player to sign Ibaka. Okay, never mind. Or a young. Would you entertain waiving Malkai or Young? So Thaddeus Young to sign Ibaka, Hampton, or someone else to try and bulk up for the playoffs. Curious in your take. At this point, I'd say no. You're probably better off trying to trade Malachi Flynn and use that as salary. Still confused. We took his player option or our team option on him for next season. Still very, very confused. But I don't think Hampton bolsters us. I don't think Ibaka bolsters us. I think right now the team, there's a good 10 players I like right now. The starting five for today, and then off the bench, Trent, Boucher, Achua, Will Barton now, and Jeff Dowden. I'm comfortable with those five. I don't think any more buyout candidates. Number one would be affordable. Number two would go beyond those levels. So, like, Ibaka is just not the player he used to be. And it would take a lot away from either Achua or Boucher's minutes. And, I think that there's... As long as Boucher's playing fine, then he can be an important player. And he was an important player last year in the playoffs. So, for me, no. I would say stick to what you got now. But I love the Will Barton pickup. It's not groundbreaking, but it's a solid pickup, and I'm a big fan that it makes us better, that type of thing. Fun fact: Fred shot 80% true shooting against Milwaukee after his kid was born, and shot 70% true shooting from then to the finals. That is unbelievably good. Wow. Well, like I said, very very square. Rec sort of bet from me, but hey, let's have a bit of fun. Starting lineup is, if you guys don't know, VanVleet with Barnes, Anunoby, Siakam, and Poeltl. Yeah, that Bucks series, that playoff run, I think about it all the time. Just unbelievable vibes. I got pretty emotional. I was driving by the spot I celebrated the championship. I went to a pretty probably the busiest spot in my city, and a little bit emotional looking back on seeing the street and then imagining all the cars filling the streets and people out there celebrating. Oh, what I'd give to get a moment like that again. Unbelievable stuff, man. They won in my lifetime. I'm content as well. 20 years from now, I guess ask again, but. Hey, I saw my team win a championship. Not every fan can say the same in their lifetime. So, and at an age where I can appreciate, maybe not quite. I feel like the older you get, the more you appreciate it. But at an age where I could appreciate it, which was great. Feels like a bounce back game. Let's hope, because that last game was ugly. Payne calling Sarah. Emeritus words. Do you follow Canadian University basketball? I did when I was attending a Canadian university quite closely. I was actually a commentator for OUA basketball, but since then, no. I've certainly dropped off in my following of the league. The reality of my sport fandom is I know everything there is to know about European soccer. I would like to say I know a fair deal about the NBA and a decent amount about the G League, but that plus the content plus social life plus my 9-to-5 job, there's no space for a lot of additional sporting content. So unfortunately, my youth sports knowledge is completely gone on basketball. But I wish. I love just knowing everything from bottom up on the sport. I really enjoyed. I was much closer in depth in the G League last season, which I liked. I just know all the guys coming through. Trent needs to be on the court. You light up when you get. Yeah, you don't have to start necessarily to close. There's going to be certain spots where. Trent is needed to close, and he will. There's going to be certain spots where maybe we go with a different lineup, and he doesn't close. But he's going to get minutes. I hope. I just hope his minute. You know what? I'm not confident he's going to get those minutes. I hope Nurse doesn't have him fall off too far minutes wise. We now have a team where I'm much more content with the bench. Like today. If the Stars are pushing 40 minutes, I'd be a little bit what the hell? Other than Fred, because Fred and Siakam got up. Other than that, OG should really not be coming close. Neither should Barnes. Poeltl will probably get 28 to 30 minutes. I still want Trent to play 30 plus minutes. I don't want Nurse to drop him down too far because he's going to be very important still. Oh, OG starts. OG has to start. The only players I could seriously, the only players I would consider taking out of the starting lineup are Barnes and Trent, and they did Trent. Do we have the best player in any series against the top 4 seeds? No. Tatum, Giannis, Embiid. Certainly Donovan Mitchell has played better than Siakam this season, so you'd have to side with him on Cleveland. Like I've struggled to see the Raptors making waves in the playoffs, but hey, this is where we're going apparently. Tom Duke, appreciate that. Thanks for watching. There's a good example, Jay Briggs, of a player going to the bench, embracing the role, and it working out better for their team and not affecting the player very much. Tyrese Maxey coming off the bench now for Philly makes them better. Melton starts instead, provides them just a different player to Harden, and Maxey comes in the game and has a little bit more length, I guess, to his leash where he can do a bit more with his game, and it helps balance out the way the 76ers play. So you can always finish the game in different ways. You can always finish, some lineups will need Maxey, Harden, and Melton on the floor. Some will just need Melton and Harden. But going to the bench, like it's not always a downgrade to your role. Sometimes it's better for you and it's better for your team. In this case, not better for Maxey, but hey, it helps improve the team. The Sixers are dangerous this season. Swatter says, we have my favorite starting 8 when healthy. Starting 8. The 8-man rotation, I think it might go to 10. I think there's 10 guys I can trust with some minutes here. Is Will in Toronto tonight? Will Barton is suited up. It's every indication is that Will Barton Jr. or not Jr. I keep saying who am I thinking of when I say Will Barton Jr.? Anyways, Will Barton's playing. Every indication is Will Barton is playing today. Who am I thinking of? Why is that Will Barton Jr. rolls off so well? I have no idea why. You don't trust President? I completely disagree. Just completely disagree. I still trust him in the starting 5. Tommy Duke also out there on Twitch. Appreciate the people supporting over there on Twitch. What's been going on? A few minutes for game time. I just got a PS5. Pretty excited for that. I've been waiting to get one, and then my friends were just like, this weekend, why don't you get one? I was like, yeah. I was thinking to myself, why don't I get one? I can afford it. I've been saving my money for a long time. I can certainly get one. Yeah, why not? So I bought a PS5. I got the digital version too. I don't think I would have gotten one if the digital wasn't in stock. The disc version's in stock everywhere. But the digital version is $130 less. So I got that. And it came with the new God of War game. So PS5. Pumped for that. Did anybody... No, never mind. I think he's unplayable offensively with how he processes the game. I think there's certain games where that's the case where, yeah, he's actually unplayable, but there's also those games where he's excellent and makes a huge difference to your team. So I'll give him the benefit. It's probably a small adjustment sort of phase, playing in a different role, especially if he's on the floor with Pirtle, which a lot of the time they try to mismatch those minutes, but the difference is when the 3-ball is falling. And there was a pocket a few weeks ago where he was just outstanding everywhere, and his threes are falling down. I still think he's an important player. Also defensively, he's quite important. Get the Uncharted series. I never played those. I barely have enough time to play games as it is. It comes with God of War. I'll play that, and I'm gonna have the Hogwarts new Harry Potter game, Hogwarts whatever, which will also consume a lot of time. So, I could see myself playing the Uncharted games one day, unless Rockstar drops a new game. Then that's all over. I ever get into 2K? I played a little bit of 2K 3-4 years ago. I could never really get into 2K. I'm not very good at it, which maybe was part of it. I never really got into 2K. My game was FIFA. I was definitely a well above average FIFA player. But that game is just so bad. Everybody talks about how much they hate FIFA, but then they keep playing FIFA. And I was just like, fuck that, I'm done playing. I only play now for just like playing with my friends. I play like pro clubs or co-op seasons, but I haven't played Ultimate Team in a few years. It's just that game is just so frustratingly bad. Oh, they didn't make Uncharted for PS5. Well, I know. I've heard so many great things. I don't know. I guess it's hard to get into the series later, although I did for Red Dead. I never even played the first Red Dead, but the second Red Dead was top 2 game of all time. Top 2, not 1. But Red Dead, S tier, S plus tier. What a game. If you guys haven't played Red Dead, my God, do yourselves a favor. Where you been, Roman? Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy are enhanced for PS5. Go get it, man. I never got into those. I wasn't like a massive NBA fan growing up. It definitely was not. I mean, one could say it still isn't my primary sport. It's you know what it's 1A and 1B with soccer. I watch them both probably equal amounts. But growing up, certainly soccer was number one. But I always liked the Raptors. I always watched the Raptors. Just definitely not in the in-depth degree that I do today. Ramquest, bottom left, the frame basketball, is it signed? Yes. This is the little gray mark up there. Here, gray mark up there is signed. I can pull it up. Will Barton is playing. Yes, he is playing. First of all, authentication. Ooh. It's not glass. It says Pascal Siakam, 19 champs. In very bad handwriting. Feel free to ask me about my stuff in the back. I like talking about my stuff. I'm a big collector of shit. So I have a lot of shit, and it takes up a lot of space, but I can't get rid of any because I like it. I'd be sad if I didn't have it. Yes, I did not get it personally signed by him. I bought it. I bought it signed. Yes. But again, it was not personally signed for, like, I wasn't there at the time of the signature is what I'm saying. Hang on, I got to reset this. Oh, I was a little bit laggy, so I was hoping that would fix it up. But yeah, Siakam signed basketball. That's what I got there. I got no other signed Raptors stuff. That is the only thing. I have I got quite a bit of Blue Jays memorabilia, but nothing. That's the only Raptors thing I have. For now. One day we'll have more. Signed Nathan Drake to a 10-day. I firmly expect no Raptors buyout signings, and yet here we are today with like a pretty good one in Will Barton, but I don't expect any more. That's for damn sure. Sign line for the Bulls, they're going with Beverly, Levine, DeRozan. Caruso is listed as the power forward. We'll see. Vucevic rounds it off. Raptors going with VanVleet, Barnes, Anunoby, Siakam, and Poeltl. Gary Trent Jr. drops to the bench. Beverly will be an interesting matchup there. But something we did not take enough advantage of against the Pistons is the matchups here. Vucevic should be barbecue chicken for Poeltl. Certainly, there is no matchup for Pascal Siakam today. Nobody is fucking... P. Will has to be injured, right? Patrick Williams has to be injured. Nobody can guard Siakam here. Who are they actually gonna? Are they actually gonna put Caruso on Siakam? Is it possible they're gonna run Caruso on Siakam? Because if DeRozan or Levine is on him, that's wrap. That's a wrap. That's an absolute wrap. So give the ball to Pascal and get out of the way is what the game plan should be. So I just want to thank you for uploading your stream. The videos make my night. Been going through a rough breakup. You've been helping out. Well, Cyrus, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy you as part of the amateur army in the community. Hope you're doing better. Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. It's all about pushing forward. So, it's important to definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? It's important to, process all that stuff, process your emotions on that, and kind of let things out. But it's all about taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. And eventually you'll come out brighter on the other side. I promise you. Promise you. Just like the Raptors will. Just like the Raptors have, and they will. One day at a time. But appreciate your support. I appreciate you. No need to thank me. Shout out to Cyrus in the chat. You're a king. You're a king. Always remember, you're a king. You're worth that king status. All right. From the start of the game, OG has scored. We're in the game here, and he's also been just there rejected by Caruso. Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a relationship guru. In anything you're doing, it's all about getting better every day. Every day, something better, and not letting a one bad day completely set back the progress. Tough to do those things always, but important to keep that in mind. Vucevic's been overrated. I feel like I underrate him now because I hate on him. Oh, what do you know? DeRozan in Toronto, he's going to be dialed in from 3. Never hits threes unless he's playing us. Hyperbole, but that's what it certainly feels like. Okay, Raptors coming off their biggest loss of the season. So it is Caruso on Siakam. Listen, Caruso's a good defender, but come on, Pascal, let's get going here. Siakam spins off Caruso and fades away for the 2. Need as much of that as possible. How many days after the end of the season will it take for the Bulls to fire Billy Donovan, do you guys think? Over under 5.5 days. Gotta be under, right? Siakam working on Beverly here, fighting out inside, kicks out to OG for 3, and OG! I know it's only been 2 minutes and like 15 seconds, but man, looking like a different player to what he was last game. He's taken 3 shots tonight in the first 17 minutes of his game, and he's played 17 minutes, I think, in the first half. He took 1 shot. So this looks like OG has fixed up. Here he is at the rim again, and he's stuffed once again, and it's out of bounds. So 4 shots, 2 makes, 2 have been blocked. But hey, he's being aggressive, and we like that. As Roman said, let's try to get to 100 likes by the end of the first quarter. If you guys are enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button. And for Raptors videos, live streams, now I do shorts as well. Make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. Beverly kick out to Caruso for 3. Misses. Is Pirtle starting a playoff beard? I'm starting mine. Pirtle to Siakam in the corner for 3. Off the mark and tipped out 4. It was actually an air ball. Come on, P. Remember when I said this shot looks insanely flat last game? Yeah, no legs. Absolutely no legs on it. But I saw an article that said that showcased the Raptors made a mistake not trading him at the deadline for whatever they could get. And I'm like, man, this guy just came back from injury. He probably went through a lot around the deadline with, where he's going to be playing. Let's give him a couple weeks here to get his feet under him. And, so far here, he's doing fine. Next, I got to get California Sandwich next. I'm going to be in Toronto this weekend. If there's one in Toronto, maybe I can get it. Siakam for 3, no good here. Nameless has me perfectly synced up with his Raptors stream. Well, that's great. Hopefully no lag on either, but the best way to watch amateur sports streams is to sync it up to your actual Raptors game. So we're watching at the same time, reacting at the same time. And even if you can go as far as to, I wouldn't necessarily mute Matty D, but I would turn him down a little bit to have him in the background as I do for my streams. VanVleet here, Raptors up 7-4. Inside for Pirtle. Good look. And he finishes. I get staying out of foul trouble. I'm hacking the shit out of Pirtle there. Right under the rim. I'm hacking the shit out of him. You're not hitting that layup. You're going to earn those at the line. It is on TSN today, by the way, yes. Beverly lays it in. It's 9-6 for Toronto. Got some points going early as VanVleet passes into Siakam. He is fouled. Nothing on the board for VanVleet as of yet. Reminding guys, I did a video on the Will Barton signing today. I expect there to be a second Will Barton video on Friday. This was like a first reaction type of thing. I'm going to spend a bit more time on editing with some graphics for Friday's video about Will Barton. So keep on the lookout for that. I may or may not do a video tomorrow. I don't know. Siakam at the rim lays it in off the glass. And Siakam, it's barbecue chicken down low. 3-ball hasn't been fallen as of yet. Siakam's only for McDonald's. I had it. Very mid. I mean, it's a regular ass McFlurry. I don't know what I expected, but it's a McFlurry add hot fudge, which I do anyways. It was a normal McFlurry for me. Also, I was pissed because they didn't stir mine. They gave it to me unstirred. Like, bro, you have the machine to stir it. Just stir my McFlurry for me. It was a very big inconvenience. It makes a mess trying to stir it yourself. Turned over by the Bulls. It goes through Vucevic's hands, and that's out of bounds. And the Raptors, or somebody called a timeout, and it is 11-6 for Toronto. Anunoby looking good. Siakam looking good. And the Raptors looking fine with this lack of floor space lineup. OG hitting a three certainly helps. Siakam being willing to take them and, getting in the corner. He's got Caruso on him. He's got a little bit of extra time on those closeouts. Missed his 2 threes, but we don't mind him taking a few here. It's worked out. I wonder what point of the game will Gary Trent Jr. enter? And I also wonder what Will Barton's role minute-wise will be and what his role will be today. Will Barton, a little bit over 4 hours ago, was announced to have signed or to be finalizing a deal to sign with the Raptors. Yet he is suited up and apparently he is ready to go for today's game. He is listed as active, but we shall certainly see. I'm just liking the flow. It doesn't seem choppy. The flow is very good here, and this is solid. And Fred VanVleet being back is adding in the floor spacing, and his passing is making a difference. Once again, guys, if you're enjoying the content, drop a like. Let's try to get to 50 likes by the end of the first quarter, as our goal always is. And subscribe to Amateur Sports videos, streams, and more. OG, today he certainly looks ready to go. It's better for him and for us if he has a good end of the season. If he wants to go, it doesn't help anybody, including himself, if he plays like shit. I'm sure there's been communication. Look, if you want to go, we're willing to trade you. It's just we got crappy off at the deadline. You give us what you got for the rest of the season. We can find you a destination. You know what I mean? Other teams going to stick OG in the guard. That is exactly what we said. T-Dot's fine. It's exactly what we've been saying, right? If he wants a bigger role, he's certainly not going to get it if he gets traded. Anybody listen to music-wise? Logic just dropped a new album. Now, I am not a Logic fan in any way whatsoever. But one song certainly piqued my interest. Featured on Logic's new album on a track is, first of all, Redman, who had a good verse on this song, but also Seth MacFarlane features on this Logic song. It's called Self-Medication. It's off his new album that just came out. And, Seth MacFarlane, if you don't know who Seth MacFarlane is, he is the creator of Family Guy, also voices many of the characters on Family Guy. He features on this song. I was expecting... I know Seth MacFarlane does a lot of musical numbers for Family Guy, but I was expecting like a skit from Seth on this track. Suffice to say, Seth MacFarlane did not feature as a person on a skit for this song. If you have not listened to Self-Medication by Logic, first of all, do that. Second of all, skip to 243 if you're impatient. But if you get to 243 in that song, you'll have like a transcendent experience. And I'm not a Logic fan. A lot of people are. No hate on him. He's just not my cup of tea. I recognize he's got some good songs. But this one, man. Seth MacFarlane, man. It sounds like a joke. Trust me. Pirtle with the steal on Beverly. We're out of the timeout here. Siakam working on Vucevic. Ooh, Vucevic stumbling a little bit. And Siakam taking full advantage. Is my fan on? Fuck. It's hot in here. Caruso. Raptors up 13-6. Vooch down low. He's fouled by Siakam. I don't really know how that was a foul, but Vucevic with the N1. Heading to the line. When is your collab with Josh? Or did I miss it? We did 2 collabs. We did one on the Hammer HQ YouTube channel and one on the Board YouTube channel with the Hammer Betting Network. But we have not done on my channel or Raptors Digest as of yet. Hopefully in the summer we do one. Like Lillard said, the grass is not always greener. To a degree. Sometimes it is, but yeah, sometimes it isn't. For Westbrook, I guess that reigns the most true. OKC, there was his haters, but man, what a player. But now, bouncing around teams, it doesn't always work out. I find there is a separation of the Brian voice compared to Seth's voice. It's very subtle, but it's like it's enough that when I listen to the song, I don't hear Brian, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Oh, is that an N1 there? Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta turn on my fan. It's hot as shit in here. Oh, it's Pirtle with the N1. I didn't even see that shit. I was looking at chat. You guys got me missing that. All right, Pirtle at the line, and yes, he hits it. Pirtle hits the free throw. 16-9 Toronto. Gary Trent in the game. 5:30 to go. Boucher also in the game. So, it's almost always Boucher and Achua coming on together. Today, it is Gary Trent and Boucher. Patrick Williams is on the court. If Patrick Williams is on the court, it means he's healthy. If he's healthy and he got subbed in, it means Billy Donovan brought him off the bench. Kobe White for 3. Doesn't go. Billy Donovan knowingly sent Alex Caruso to match up with Pascal Siakam with Patrick Williams on his team. Is that a fireable offense? That's a fireable offense, right? Levine scores 16-11. I got to tweet something about that. Sorry, guys. We're trying to grow Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. It's this right here, at Jacob_Gramegna. Bulls just suck. Yeah, they suck, but a lot of the reason why they suck is Billy Donovan. I used to be so high on Billy Donovan. I am so low on him. I am so much lower. This guy started Alex Caruso on Siakam when he had Patrick Williams on his team. That's actually crazy. Siakam for 3 as the clock is down, and he airballs that one. Siakam looking good other than the threes today. He's 3 for 3 on the inside. He's 0 for 3 from 3. So I had read tweets that Patrick Williams' role was diminishing with Donovan, but I didn't think it was, as Williams hits the three there, I didn't think it was to a point where they would start Caruso over him. And second of all, start Caruso over him when Siakam is on the court. Inside pass from VanVleet is spilled by Boucher, and it's out of bounds. Raptors in a dry spell here. It was 16-9, and it is now 16-14. 3:24 to go in the first as Dosunmu is in for Beverly. I think it's Dosunmu. The Bills want to make play-in. They have to want to make play-in. VanVleet, guarded by Dosunmu. This lineup is struggling at the moment. VanVleet to Siakam. 10 on the shot clock. Siakam to VanVleet. Kick out to Gary. There you go. Good shot for Gary. And he drops it. Excellent play there. Nice job by the Raptors maintaining patience, and great job by VanVleet to draw the double and kick out for Gary to hit. Vucevic, yeah. Vucevic for three. Responds right away. 19-17. 2:28 to go. Not the highest scoring offense you've ever seen in this first quarter. After a bright start, Siakam driving past Williams, kick out to Achua. Corner three is up, and it's no good. And a foul called against Boucher. What did he do? What did this guy do? How is that a foul? Do I think Udoka will get another coaching gig sooner? Is he blacklisted? I certainly wouldn't want to hire him, but I'm sure a team will. The Nets almost did. I'm sure a team will. We'll see. I'm definitely not as high on Price as I once was, but I'm still quite high on him. Well, Hawks just hired Quinn Snyder, so that one's out. Chicago Bulls are going to need a new coach end of the season. I would be surprised if it went like 2 full years and he still didn't have a job. But like I said, I wouldn't want to hire that guy. Would you? Oh, did Goran Dragic get waived? I saw there were rumors that they were going to waive him. Did he actually get waived? He was only 23. We can give him a bit of time. Goran Dragic got waived. Wow. This guy chose his team twice, and they didn't want him either time. That's crazy. This man ain't ever going to win a ring. He may never even play in the NBA again. This guy stinks. Are we going to see Barton play against his former team? We might see him today, so I think we certainly will see him against his former team. I also found out today that he was a childhood Wizards fan. I mean, maybe that's his hometown, which kind of sucks it didn't work out for him, but maybe a little bit of, hey, fuck you guys for cutting me. Come out firing. So far, the Fred VanVleet new father game, not quite been there. Only taken one shot, and he did not make it. But 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Positive in his minutes. Barton is with fully aware of the context. It's a good signing. It's a guy who's gonna fill out the latter parts of your bench. He'll give you 1 or 2 threes a game. Hopefully, he can get like 8 points a game. Yeah, managing by expectation. It's a good signing. It's not like it doesn't have a huge change in the outlook of your team. But, it certainly adds in much-needed shooting. Tied at 19, Bulls on a run here. Raptors switching up the lineup, bringing OG into the game again. VanVleet off the screen finds Achua to the rim, lays it in. Nice play by Achua and great feed by VanVleet. And that's just the respect for it. So there's a very good example where Fred VanVleet comes off the screen and the defender has to respect that jump shot. He has to play up on him, which just gives all the extra space for Achua to make the easy bucket there. Love Scotty Barnes, but that's just not a play that Scotty Barnes is creating in the half court. Once again there, getting the reach in from Drummond. Achua was open there if he could find him. But the foul came in from Drummond. Yeah, Will Barton's going to shoot like 4 or 5 threes a game. He'll hit 1 to 2 of them, and that could be the difference. It could. That could get you 1 or 2 extra wins through the rest of the season, and that could be enough to move you 1 or 2 seeds. Dosunmu steps in, and Bulls lead. Might be the first lead of the game for the Bulls, who lead 23-21. And there's 46 seconds to go. Trent for 3, and he nails it. Gary Trent dialed in here. Fred putting up 3. What the fuck you talking? Fred has taken 2 shots now. Breaking, good player, shoots a basketball. Williams at the rim, no good. Rebound by OG. Nice job by OG on the glass. Fred VanVleet here. Shot clock is off. Raptors have the full complement of these last 16 seconds. Gives the ball to Trent. Trent working on Drummond. 7 seconds. Letting the hot hand go to work here. Trent sizing up Drummond. Stepping back for 3. No good on this one, but the Raptors will go up by 1 here, 24-23 after 1. It started quite well for Toronto. Half-court offense looked good. Spacing was good. Flow was good. And a lot of that really fell off as the quarter progressed and the Bulls really got into this game. But here we are, up by 1 in one of arguably the most important game of the season. Let's go to the box score to uncover exactly what we saw from a statistical standpoint in this game. Box score, obviously not everything, but it is something. Siakam is 3 of 3 on the inside, but he's 0 of 3 from 3. He's got 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. There just really isn't a good matchup when Patrick Williams isn't on the floor. He's got a feast. OG looked lively early on, much more lively, certainly, than the last game against Cleveland. You can't be any less lively than what he was there. Scotty Barnes, quiet in his minutes, but the Raptors were effective with him on the court. Jakob Poeltl, 2 of 3 to start this game, including the and one, which he converted. No rebounds, though, so far, which is a bit strange. But the 2 assists is nice. VanVleet, yet to get going from a shooting standpoint, but he's got 5 assists in the first quarter. A testament to the gravity and the spacing that just merely being on the court, by merely being on the court, he provides to the team and showing his importance there. On the bench side of things, Gary Trent now in the 6-man role. He's looked good with 2 threes already. Boucher and Achua yet to really get going in this game. And Achua on defense has really, really not looked good so far. He's been getting burned out there in his 4 minutes. This is like somebody might screen. This is what's frustrating is that there's people looking at this. I know there are people looking at this. They'll screen cap the plus minus, say, look, VanVleet's +1. These guys are plus whatever. It also doesn't help that Achua's been getting torched and Boucher hasn't looked great on defense. Neither has Trent. These have all been minus defenders in this game so far. Plus minus is really not an individual stat. It is with additional context. It partially is, but also it very much is a team stat a lot of the time. That's why he's just adjusted plus minus. Sure. I don't have those numbers, but I just know somebody's looking at those numbers and thinking, man, he's only a +1 when all these other guys are doing so well. This is a Carter jersey, yes. It's not like a real jersey they ever wore. It's just, I really liked it. I saw it in Vegas when I was there on vacation, and I had to have it. Thaddeus Young enters a game for Toronto. Like, why? And Scotty Barnes turns it over. DeRozan working on Scotty here. Just, but I everything is important. From stats, analytics, eye test, everything is important. Sometimes the stats uncover things the eye test doesn't see, and vice versa. Sometimes the eye test uncovers a lot of things the stats don't show. So everything's important. But I overcompensate for Fred because I know there's people who undercompensate, I guess. They overcompensate in the negative direction. Right. It's all important. It all factors in to my assessment of a player, of a game, and everything. Ugh. Raptors have Trent, Barnes, Pirtle, Anunoby, and Thad on the floor. I don't know why Thad is playing, man. What's the point? Here's Thaddeus Young working on DeRozan. Kick out to Barnes. 3 on the shot clock for Barnes. He's got to huck up a 3. And he hits it. Scotty Barnes. Okay. That was an interesting decision to wait on that 3, but it paid off. Fadeaway 3 is good. Won't rely on that every play, but sometimes they fall. Nice job by Scotty, to get it down. Kobe White for 2 and gets to bounce and ties it up at 27. 10:35 to go in the second. Trent off a screen. Kick out to OG. He's got Trent open for 3 again. This one is well short. An air ball for Trent. He's 2 of 6 in this game. Stats is weighed way too heavily nowadays. I can agree with that. A lot more ways to impact the game than what can be trained on. I can agree with that. For sure. DeRozan for 2, no good. Crazy stat. If you recall correctly, Lowry was top 5 in adjusted plus minus for 5 years. That is a crazy stat. The guy was just straight up a winner. Thaddeus Young corner 3, and man, Thaddeus Young nails the 3 from the left side. And hey, if he's gonna hit those consistently, he's gonna get minutes. Gary Trent nearly gets the steal on Kobe White. Raptors a bit thin now, which leaves Dosunmu open for 3 in the corner. No good. OG rebound, fires it forward to Barnes. Lowry's a winner. Easy as that. Barnes fadeaway 2. Okay, Scott, let's settle down now. Kobe White deep 3. No good. Raptors up 30-27. 9 minutes to go exactly now. OG working on DeRozan 1v1, using his size a bit. And an offensive foul called there. Went a little bit out of control at DeRozan. Dug his shoulder in. But, I mean, that was a favorable matchup. Yeah, not been since the first 5 minutes. Have not been a fan of what the Raptors have done offensively. A lot of ISO ball, a lot of bailout plays right at the end of the shot clock. Not as smooth as it used to be. Yeah, OG is not that guy when it comes to isolation plays. I don't know how long we need to run it before we really start to figure that out, but there's a good example. Only ISO. Sometimes, yeah, well, predominantly it should be Siakam. There's certain cases where it works for Fred because he draws in players, he moves the defenses around. But I would say that's more of designed isolation with plays with Fred or like late in the shot clock bailout type of thing. But like straight up running a play as an ISO, I would agree should only come down to Siakam, really. Anybody tried these dill pickle nuggets from Burger King? Last time they were out, I went to Burger King once, and they didn't have them. I literally went to get the dill pickle nuggets, and they didn't have them. So then I never went back because I was so mad. But this time I want to try them. Yeah, the OG wants it more. We don't have the full story. The indication from what I have seen of everything going on with OG, he's unhappy. He wants a bigger role, and he wants to go to a new team to find that. The teams that want OG are going to be teams that are going to give him likely a diminished role where he's stuck in the corner and he's straight up 3-and-D. I don't get it, but whatever. Whatever his wish is, you know what I mean? Did I try a McFlurry? Yes, it's a McFlurry. Look, if you're there, I mean, I usually get a hot fudge McFlurry with like M&Ms or Smarties, so it's like my normal order. I was pissed that this is like different from location to location, employee to employee. They did not stir my McFlurry, which was a very upsetting. Sorry, they stirred it, and then so what they're supposed to do is add in the hot fudge and then stir it with all the top of the Smarties and the hot fudge. What they did was they stirred it with the Smarties and then just added a big glob of hot fudge on top and then served it to me. Like, you're supposed to stir it with the hot fudge. So that was annoying, but it was mid. Don't go out of your way. Wow. Jay Conda just dropped the 5 gifted memberships to the chat. Shout out Jay Conda for supporting the stream, supporting the content. Came through with a super chat once again earlier. Now with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Jay Conda once again. Very grateful for that. Supporting me, supporting the community, giving back there. Once again, thank you on behalf of all the amateur army. Conda. Shout out to 5 brand new recipients of memberships. Scotty, was that Barnes just like, was that Barnes? Sorry, I didn't register who did that. A really, really bad turnover by the Raptors, and it turns into a Kobe White 3, and we're tied at 30. 7 turnovers by the Raptors. Gotta keep the ball here. This is too important of a game. OG in mid-range. Got it. Okay. OG. And how about another 5 gifted memberships from 905 Yada? Oh my goodness. 905 Yada with more gifted memberships going out to the community. Shout out 905 Yada. Shout out Jay Conda. Shout out MSJ once again for the earlier super chat. Crazy, guys. I don't know what I've done to warrant this sort of reception today, but I am very, very grateful. On a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous do you get when you see somebody wearing the OVO Retro Raptors varsity jacket, like that purple one? For me, it's about a 17 out of 10. That is like some of the nicest clothing I've ever seen. But thank again to 95 Yada, Jay Conda, and an MSJ. Amazing. It's a very great day. And how about this? Will Barton checking in for the first time as a Toronto Raptor. 5 hours ago, he was not a Raptor. And here he is playing in Toronto tonight. (32-32). Will Barton, the likely best shooter based on percentages on this team. I'd still go with VanVleet or Trent, but clearly the best. Well, Gary Trent's never mind. a very important shooter that is now coming off of our bench, potentially. Hopefully he works out, gives us a nice, 8, 9, 10 points per game. 5 threes attempted, makes 1 or 2 of them. There's talent here. 2 years ago, he averaged 15 a game for Denver. This year, he's dropped quite a bit, but he can't be worse than Juancho Hernan-Gomez. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know if he was in Toronto already before Shams got wind of what was going on. Like genuinely have no idea, but that was quick. I was hoping he'd play on Thursday. I was hoping he'd be here for Thursday or at the game in Washington on Thursday. But how about here today? Yeah, I don't know if it was, bad situation in DC. This year, he came off the bench every game where he'd been a starter for a very long time with Denver, but he's going to be coming off the bench here, so he's got to get used to that. I don't know. Let's see what all goes down here. Siakam. Oh, he had to kick out. He had to kick out to Barton. 34-32 for Toronto. This man just wants to hoop. You said it well there, Yada. DeSoon move for 2. Got it. And once again, we're tied. Tied now at 34. Patrick Williams headed to the locker room, according to Underdog NBA. Very trusted source. So P will head to the locker room here. A really nice Raptors gym, but man, I just love retro Raptors gear. Retro gear in general. Siakam, ooh, to the rim! Siakam throws it down. Mama, not something you say every game, but Siakam takes flight, gets to the rim, and puts it in. Levine, long 2, is no good. Rebound by Young, who has remained in the game for an extended period of time here. Out there with Barnes, Barton, Pirtle, and Siakam. Here's Thaddeus Young backing down Levine. What's he got against his former team? Thaddeus Young backing Levine, going with the left and missing the layup. Does not get his own. Man, Thad's got to finish that. Levine to Caruso. Oh, nice move. But he's called for the travel. Okay, didn't look like a travel, but they call it. How about this Siakam dunk? Do we have a video of this Siakam dunk? We do. Ooh, get out of the way, Kobe. Hey, listen, you dunk it, you're not going to miss. Well, sometimes you do, but you're less likely to miss a dunk than a layup. That's for damn sure. So why take out Trent, leaving Thad? I guess defense. When Thad doesn't have to be the rim protector, he's much better. No surprise, but Chua inside, and he is blocked. Good take. It was a good block. It is out of bounds for a Raptors basketball. Barnes checking out here. I didn't know Levine had that in his bag, man. Riley, you don't pinch a nerve here. The championship New Balances, I saw those for the first time. I wanted them. I wanted them bad, and it didn't happen. I saw them in person a year and a half after they came out, and I went, man, those are some of the nicest shoes I've ever seen. I don't have them. Very sad. Very sad. I actually didn't see what was going on. I was so devastated by thinking about those shoes. 6 in the shot clock for Achua. And it's tipped out by Vucevic. Raptors have 2 on the shot clock to get something up. Did Freddie just get stuffed? Is that what I'm seeing in chat? Doesn't have the shots going down, but he's got the assists going down. He's gonna have to shoot this. 1 on the shot clock, and he'll take a one-hander with his offhand. That was just not a good play. This is the so this is like part of the Fred hate. So people might clip that, highlight that as a terrible Fred shot. But like the Raptors try to force him into a tough shot with 2 seconds left in the shot clock. And he's going up with his offhand because that's the only thing he can do to get a shot up. Like, surely the team in general can come up with a better shot, but like that shouldn't just be on him. And I think a lot of the shut chucker mentality that fans have for him come down to a lot of our bailout possessions are him. Here's Will Barton for three, no good, but Thad puts in the rebound. Shout out to Bullet Bill for resubscribing on Twitch. Subscribed with Amazon Prime. It's free. It's a free sub from Bullet Bill, but it gets me paid. Thank you so much, Bullet Bill. Long time supporter of the streams and the content. Appreciate that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Certainly Fred chucks up shots sometimes. I'm not disputing that. But the way it's overblown, I think part of it is the bailout possessions. There's a nice feed to Thad in the corner. This three is no good. Good rebound by Achua to Siakam for three. This doesn't go either. Siakam has not been able to hit these today. I was wondering if I was hearing things. Did you guys hear that? It was like an alarm. That was strange. Okay, I'm going to keep my headphones out for a second. Sniped me a pair of them 990s when they came out. Been afraid to wear them. Missed out. There's always another pair. Levine to Caruso, and reverse layup is good and one. Where's the foul on it? Oh, carbon monoxide detector change batteries. Well, thank you. That's very accurate. I hear somebody working on it. I wonder if I had to open my window or anything. I was wondering. It was just like, it was faint. I was wondering if it came from like something on my computer or if I was just hearing things. I don't know. But Bulls up by 3. Their largest lead. Raptors have some work to do coming out of this timeout. Sorry if anybody had to check their own because of the sounds coming through my stream. Getting it sorted, don't worry. Yeah, how do you know that sound? I mean, I guess multiple people went to actually check their apartment or their house or whatever. But yeah, Raptors have some work to do. Defense has not looked good here. Couple plays down low there where Fred just nothing could do. Not looking good in those spots. Chua hasn't been great, nor has Boucher. Thaddeus Young, I don't really see a need to give him a ton of minutes, but Achua has been a disaster in this game. He's struggled recently, and today he is no exception. He's seriously struggling to generate any positivity on the defensive end. Can you see, T? Why is Jacob in when Vooch is in? I don't understand what your discontent is with that matchup. I think Pirtle's looking fine. I'm very much not enjoying the Achua minutes here, the Achua experience. Oh, why isn't? Yes, that is a good question, and especially with Achua looking the way he does today. Actually says somebody just broke the record for subs. I don't know. I have no idea what that is even in reference to. I'm sorry. Yeah, the defense is bad. Why Pirtle isn't matched up with the Vucevic minutes, I don't know. Axis, I have no idea who that is. Thoughts on Barton? Solid pickup. I think he'll make a difference. Not a big one, but a difference. Siakam is on 7 games in a row with 25 plus, which is the second longest streak in Raptors history. Wow. Papa Twitch here. Oh, wow. Who was the previous record holder? Was it Ludwig during that streamathon, whatever it was? All right. Pirtle now into the game. Raptors down by 4. Largest lead of the game for the Bulls. VanVleet gets it into Pirtle. Spins off with the right. Can't finish. Rebound Beverly. And the Bulls slowly taking over this game. Low scoring. Very ugly game. Not as bad as the Detroit one, but ugly game here. 2:33 to go. Vooch. Double comes. Kicks to DeRozan. Now Levine steps in. Shot clock down. Beverly in the corner. And he runs out of time. Why did Beverly not shoot that from the corner? Okay. Looks like Barton is eating up a lot of Down's minutes. I mean, why? No, but Thad play. Why is Thad? Why is Thaddeus Young playing basketball? Barnes mid-range, no good. Could we can certainly get a better shot than that. For real, DeRozan to the rim finishes 6-point game. Raptors got to bring in that pizza incentive. Free pizza when the Raptors score 100 plus. Pirtle to OG. Raptors started so bright. Since then, it's just flat on offense. The defense is extremely suspect. Hopefully, with the Pirtle minutes here, we can claw back a little bit. It's not from a development sense for me with that. It's from a I want to win basketball game standpoint. I just don't believe he helps us do that. Levine slices to the rim, and he puts the Bulls once again up by 6. Don't even look at his mid-range numbers. I won't. Now I want to know what Scotty Barnes' mid-range numbers are. Barnes at the rim. Doesn't finish that either. Oh, Scotty, man. I made a video about you yesterday. Come on. You got to do more, man. I made a video about you. There's nobody who can guard you tonight. DeRozan is called for the carry. Rare carry call in the 2023 NBA. Man, Barnes not coming good on that prediction I made yesterday. What happens if you stream the game for Twitch? I am monetized on Twitch. I would likely get banned after a certain period of time. Definitely against TOS. Siakam to Pirtle at the rim. Layup is good and one. Good bucket there by Pirtle on the inside. Got to get this guy some more fucking minutes. Thank you for the support on today's stream so far. Drop a like if you are enjoying. We are above 50 likes. I'm not sure if we hit it by the end of the first, but thank you for that. And make sure as well you're subscribed for Raptors content, videos, live streams, shorts, and more. Yeah, Siakam just bailing us out everywhere. Raptors, how many games have we been under 100 points? This is likely to be 3 in a row? Or Twitch chat is not displayed on the screen. VanVleet for 3. All right, well, we get the miss. Why does he keep getting these bad shots? As the shot clock's going down, give him some better looks. Siakam attacking, and he's fouled there by Beverly. I'm not sure if it is bonus, so that will put Pascal at the line. AD, is he best? He's up there. I mean, he's up there. He's top 5. Yeah, Fred is now that I've said it, I hope once again, Fred certainly takes some bad shots. A lot of them are just bailout shots, like that one. what chat is being displayed. The YouTube chat is being displayed. Best player not to win in his era. Tim Duncan would like to have a word, but it's probably close. Levine to the rim, cannot finish. To be honest, like the definitive case I could make LeBron could have won one. Oh, in this era. Oh, I read it. I read in his era. This era, yes. Yeah, I can't think of any other huge omissions like that. A lot of it's health, though. Vucevic kicks out to Caruso for 3 at the buzzer. No good. And the Raptors were down by 6. They have made it 2, 46-44. And yeah, this is not a great performance from the Raptors so far. A lot of ugly possessions on offense. Defense as well has just straight up not been good when Pirtle's on the bench. A lot of that is on Achua, I gotta say, and Thad. A bit on Boucher as well. But yeah, we got to step up because this is not quite a must-win game, but probably getting close to that sort of area in must-win territory when you're playing the Chicago Bulls. Team so close to you in the standings. But full half of basketball to go. Raptors at home, only down by 2. All right. From the game so far, Siakam is 4-5 on the inside, but he's 0-4 from 3. A couple of those were late in the shot clock, but he's got 12 points. We'd just like to see him find another gear, even from where he is here. OG looks a lot more lively than he did against the Cavs. In fact, anything would have been more lively than he was against the Cavs. He's got 9 points here. Scotty Barnes, really, like, I know there's a lot of guys to feed here, but man, he really needs to get himself into better positions. Whether that's by force of will, whether that's cutting to the rim. The team has been effective with him on the floor, and maybe that's him, taking a bit of a back seat, but would really want more. Pirtle's looked excellent once again. No complaints there. Fred, 0-6, but like, fuck it. I think like 2 of the shots have been before the shot clock buzzer. And even despite that, you still want a couple of these to fall. But I really want to see him get involved on offense. Defensively, could stand to improve. But other than that, like from a point guard standpoint, he's playing well. I don't know why he's still listed as shooting guard when he's obviously not. From a point guard standpoint, his gravity is making plays for other people. He's got 5 assists. He's making his teammates better, but we got it like, I get a lot of these are bailouts on the shot clock, but straight up, we needed to start hitting some shots as well. On the bench, 9 minutes is 9 too many for Thad. Down's been playing well. Why we going to Thad here? Down's defense has also been a positive, and like, why is Thad playing basketball? Boucher, not himself at all. 2 turnovers in 6 minutes. Was also not good on defense. Got yanked pretty quickly. Achua has played 7 minutes, but was minus 12. Like I said, plus minus is a lot of the times a team stat in this spot, having watched the game. Achua is very much the reason he's minus 12. He's been horrible. Trent has a couple of threes, but also not thriving with that second unit. Again, Achua has been a disaster here. Will Barton, seeing as he only signed with the Raptors 5 hours ago, not much to comment on from that standpoint. What I don't like is this. Okay, Vucevic is 5 of 7 with 13 points. Phoenix brought it up in the chat. Why was Achua matched up with Vucevic for so much of that half when this fucking player, the fucking center you traded for, is not on him? Why is the center you traded for to play defense not guarding Nikola Vucevic? Okay. Thankfully, the Raptors are creating a lot of extra possessions here. They've committed a lot of turnovers, but they've forced more. They've got a lot of offensive rebounds. They've taken 12 more shots than the Bulls, but find themselves down by 2 because their field goal percentage is a dismal 35%. OG, I do not need mid-range shots. Scotty Barnes, I do not need mid-range shots. The offense in general has been very choppy. That's the word I'll use because it was very nice first 5-6 minutes, very free-flowing. Not been good since then, and the three-point percentage is 5 of 21. Wow. If Raptors start hitting some shots, they're going to win this game, but easier said than done with the way things have gone here. Another game where we're forcing turnovers but not creating a ton of points off of them, so that also needs to change. Stop playing Thad. Jesus Christ. Smack some sense into Precious Achiuwa, and we got a whole half of basketball to rectify this. Hey, it's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. Plenty to go here. Let's get things going. All right. Nurse fired by the end of 2024 season? I don't think so. His contract expires after next season. If it's bad, I don't think it'll be so bad you'll have to fire him. If it is bad at all, then they'll let it play it out and then decide. But I am expecting a step up. But yeah, the last few games, the Cleveland one was really bad. I said it in the Detroit game. Like, thank God you played Detroit, because you play like that against Cleveland, you're going to get fucking smoked. Well, then they did play like that against Cleveland and got fucking smoked. and today, thankfully, the Bulls suck. So you're playing the same way, struggling again in the half court and on offense in general, but they're not making you pay, thankfully. This is tough. This is not a great game. But like I said, 24 minutes to make things right over here. All right. I got to go to the bathroom, and I will be right back. If you guys are enjoying the content so far, hit that like button. It does go a long way to supporting the channel. Want to hit 100 likes in today's stream, and subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports for videos, live streams, shorts, and more, all about the Raptors. What are my tattoos? I'll tell you guys when I come back. All right, my tattoos. Somebody asked. All right, so sorry, my cat's joining me. Top up here, we got the Euro 2020 trophy with Bonucci, and over here is Chiellini. Can't really see that right now. Down here, a lion, because I am British. Lion is the national animal of England, along with a rose of Tudor, which is the national flower of England, and a soccer ball, because I like soccer. Down here is the gray wolf, which is the national animal of Italy. I'm also Italian, along with the white lily, the lily white flower, which is the national flower of Italy, along with freesias, because my mom likes freesias, another rose of Tudor, and a trillium, because I'm from Ontario, and the white trillium is the Ontario flower. Inside is a song about Manchester United, my favorite soccer team, and The Clock is also Manchester United related. There you go. All right. I don't know what's going on with Scottie Barnes. Like, genuinely was expecting and am expecting a leap for the second half, for the last quarter of the season. In fact, I made an entire video dedicated to this topic yesterday. Today, the only shot he's hit was like a ridiculous step back fadeaway 3 at the buzzer. Other than that, like, he had a good look on the inside that he straight up missed. He's had that mid-range shot, which was ugly. Another 3 that he missed. What is the decision making here? There's certainly space. Like I understand a lot of mouths to feed right now, but also like OG took 9 shots in that first half, right? Like, the shots are there. If you want your shot, like, shots are there for the taking. And he's taken 5. I mean, that's not nothing as well. I just don't understand. I don't understand the ineffectiveness. And on defense, Scottie Barnes, putting attack defense with Scottie Barnes hasn't exactly been stellar either. You would expect a little bit better from him. God. Like, I'd say he needs to drive, but his shot creation on drives just can't be very good. Like, statistically, I can't imagine it's extremely effective from what I've seen this season. But post ups, like, more like cutting to the rim, like, a lot of his points last season were off of cuts where a player drew a double and he'd find himself open on a cut at the rim. But you just do not see that. Like, the amount of doubles that Siakam draws, there should be loads of chances for Scottie Barnes down low, and they're just doesn't seem to be that. Definitely needs to deepen his bag a little bit. I also agree the roster construction is not ideal for many, if any, players here. The scoring thing, I'm he's 21. I'm patient. I'm just like he's better than this though. He is currently better than this, is what I'm saying. Sorry, I gotta let my fucking cat out now. She followed me in here. Now she wants to leave. All right. Get out of here. Go. Go. Okay. Sorry about that. A lot of distractions. I'm not saying he needs to jack up shots, but he can certainly have more of an effect on the game than he currently has. Like, I'm not saying, take like 20 shots at all, but he's capable right now at 21 with room to grow. But he's capable right now of doing more than he is currently doing. Floor spacing, I mean, from the start of the game, it looked fine with Barnes out there. I have questions. Would he look better with the second unit? Certainly something to consider. But for the now, he's starting, and if we want to make this work, we've got to find ways to still be able to get the most out of him. And I thought playing in that 4 position would go a long way to doing that. And there's still a ton of game left, and he is a second half, or even more specifically, a fourth quarter player. Certainly has been the case for a lot of this season. So a lot can change, but needs to be a little bit more assertive. Jakob Poeltl can't hinder Barnes' development, like just straight up. Barnes is no longer playing as a center. This trade, to me, any negative thoughts I have of this trade, nothing to do with Scottie Barnes. Wouldn't say he's got to be a ball hog, but you can, like, more cuts, like a lot of cuts last season. I'm just not seeing those this season. A little bit more effective on drives. Maybe he just doesn't have that, but maybe more post-ups as well. There's lots that he can do. Like, look at the way Poeltl was setting up Siakam against Detroit. 2 plays late where Poeltl's in the high post, Siakam cuts, has some space, gets to pass, finishes. I just don't really see that from Barnes as I used to. Progression is not linear, of course. And again, I'm not like out on the player. I'm not off on, completely out on the player. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I understand what he is right now and what he can be, but for what he is right now, you can definitely get more out of him. And I think, there's a lot to be said about the construction and his role with this team, sure, but there's also, he's not exempt from criticism on his own, for sure. So, hopefully second half, he's been great in second halves and in fourth quarters. So, let's see if we get that today. But this is an important game. This is next 3 games. Vital to this season. Gotta get 2 wins of the next 3. Gotta. Even better, of course, if you go 3 out of 3. See, Jacob's not always in the paint, though. He comes up for screens. He comes up at the high post to play make. It's extraordinarily 2020 vision clear that this team is better with Jakob Poeltl. If there's a disagreement on that, I don't know what to tell you. Every facet of the game is improved when he's on the floor compared to when he's not on the floor. And listen, if having a center is a detriment to your game, then you got to change your game, because to be successful in the NBA, you need to have a center who can protect the rim. All right, back at it for the second half. Raptors down 2. Bulls start with the ball. Barnes not playing 5 hurts him in his ability to attack space in the post. Listen, if that's a problem, then we have a problem, because he can't play as the 5. He just can't. But last season, where he wasn't playing as 5, he was excellent. It's just, listen, his game has to evolve. It'll get there. But again, I want more now as well. Siakam has it turned over. Another turnover by the Raptors. Bulls looking to add on again. LaVine misses, but Vucevic finishes at the rim on the putback, and it's a 6-point game right out of the gate of the second half. OG turns it over. I don't even know how he just threw it into a Bulls player. DeRozan at the rim. And Vucevic is called for going into the cylinder there. Otherwise, it would be an 8-point game. Skylar should not be playing the 5. I think, with respect to other people, it's been end of discussion. He should not be playing as a 5. Yeah, good call there. Yeah, not a great start to the second half here. VanVleet for 3, and he got it. That's Fred's first bucket of the game. Finally gets it. He's been, other than shooting, he's been good tonight, but we need that shooting. He's got to be better. And a good start there. LaVine out to Vucevic for 3, and Vucevic is on fire. Vucevic's had 18 points already. Oh, but with the player before, that's where he was the most effective, agreed. But the best position for his game is definitely in the forward spot. OG for 3, got it as well. Nice reply by Anunoby. I still hate that people call VanVleet a shoot first point guard. It completely discredits the playmaking game and ball handling game he has. I cannot stand when he's referred to as that. Barnes attacking the rim. There we go. Being aggressive. Taking the good matchup for him. And nearly scored. He's going to head to the free throw line here. And I mean, Barnes was effective last season with similar team with Siakam, who he played off so well. Such a good combination. Fred VanVleet shot the ball more last season, and Barnes was still very effective. Barnes at the free throw line, misses both. God. LaVine to the rim, and he's fouled. Bulls can make it an 8-point game here. Yeah, he's young. He'll figure it out, for sure. For sure. I also agree. His best minutes are with the one or two other stars. I agree. Where he's more, where he is more ball dominant. They say, well, he just needs the ball more. Well, if he gets the ball more, it takes it away from the better players than he is. Like, there's better players than him. They're going to get the ball before him. That's just the way it is. All right, enough on this guy. Enough on Scotty. 8-point game. A lot of work to do. I think Pirtle just traveled. They didn't call it. Siakam to Pirtle. Working on Vucevic. Has to fight his way out. Gets it to Barnes. And he nearly turns it over. It's deflected out for a Raptors basketball. 4.2 on the shot clock here. Could be worse. Playing the Bulls. Yeah. Pirtle inside. Nice move and finishes right at the shot clock buzzer. Another good feed by Fred VanVleet. Fred's point of attack defense is problematic to a certain extent. His help defense is still very much elite, though. Beverly for three, no good. Raptors are content with allowing Beverly to take that. Barnes attacking the rim and missing again. Like, I love the aggression, but that's like three very makeable shots at the rim that he's missed now. Gotta hit that. DeRozan to Vucevic. Swings it in the corner for Beverly. 2 closeouts, and it's an air ball from Beverly. VanVleet fouled by DeRozan. Oh. I always listen. The execution's off. I can forgive it when the thought that goes into it is wrong. I cannot forgive that. With Scotty right now, in the second half, the right decisions are being made. He's got to finish those. The execution will come. It's the decision making that is improving right now to what it was in the first half. Here's Pirtle down low, gets the bounce. It's a 4-point game. Well, it's not Scotty's team because he's not as good as Siakam. It's not close either. DeRozan for 3. No good. Rebound by Pascal. His time will come. He's 21 years old. He's 21. OG. Back to Siakam. Keep going to Yak. Siakam gets to switch to Beverly. Kick out to Fred. Extra pass to OG. Good closeout by DeMar, but now Pirtle's got a match with Vooch once again. Pirtle's trying to create a shot with the right. Gets it to go again. Pirtle dominating the matchup down low. And the Raptors' 6-0 run gets them back in this game. Nice job there. Yeah, lots of room for Barnes. Again, everything with the context that I understand that he's 21. I understand there's a high ceiling. It's just like for this game in particular, for stuff that is going to help him get to those levels. We can talk about those. We're talking about those things. All right. Pirtle with a big start to the second half, making a big difference for the Raptors. He's on 13 points, leads the Raptors in scoring. Siakam and OG are both on 12. Barnes, 1 of 6 from the field. Has had some decent looks here. Just got to start finishing them as well. VanVleet does not have the shooting hands tonight, but he's got everything else. He only has 3 points on 7 shots, but he's got 7 assists to go along with it. Good things are happening with him out there, and it'll be even better if that 3-point shot starts to fall. I was very much expecting a big game in, Fred VanVleet just having a kid. We know what happened the first time, but yes, we are not getting that as of yet over here. Pirtle is saving our season. This, I knew he was good. I didn't think he'd be this good. He is serious. He is a fucking player, man. Checking in on some other scores around the league. Denver saucing up the Rockets. Hawks up by 8 on the Wizards in the third. Damn, Bucks down by 10 to the Brooklyn Nets at the half. Lakers up by 2 in the third against the Grizzlies. No LeBron. Sacramento absolutely dominating the Thunder. 64-48 in the second. Pacers and Mavericks tied at 16 in the first. Let me see. I missed an entire conversation about Klay Thompson. Replace Sky Barnes with Klay Thompson with a 60-win team. I don't think that's like a hot take or anything. I don't think we're a 60-win team, but I think we're a better team. Although, you're losing out on all the other years of Scotty Barnes you wouldn't get at Klay. But, from a fit standpoint, yeah, I see your point. Like definitely the fit. We drafted for the talent and not the fit. And if we could go back, we would draft for the talent again because fit was likely Jalen Suggs. Barnes is a far superior player. Here is Barnes down low, misses another layup, and then misses the at some point you got to fucking make a shot there. Nice deflection there. Like that, you just got to make that shot, man. That's a layup. That's straight up a layup. And an even easier one on the rebound. Like, you just got to make that. You just have to make that. Levine for 3. No good. Rebound Caruso. Now that's bad, Jacob. Vucevic down low. Make up for it. Ties up Vucevic. Will be a jump ball. He made up. Come on, Scotty, fight through this. Get him out. Let him start the fourth. Get him in with some bench guys. Get him going. He smokes a lot of layups, man. Just didn't do that last season. Like a lot of that. That has to be 2 points. Pirtle wins the jump, and the camera didn't catch it, but it is out of bounds for a Raptors basketball. The touch is bad. Lack of finesse. Part of the learning curve. Success is not linear. All that. OG for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound by Beverly. Bulls up 60-56. Still not a great quarter of basketball from Toronto. Caruso gets past Siakam. Switches on to Pirtle. Vooch down low now. Has a matchup, but it's stolen away. Siakam may get credit for that steal. We'll see. Barnes to Siakam. Siakam pull up 3. All right. When you're confident, Siakam. That is his first 3-pointer of the game. He'd missed 4 up until that point, and it's a 1-point game. The touch around the rim has to be mental. It has to be. Beverly to Caruso. And OG nearly gets a steal. I mean, that came off of Caruso's foot. That should be Raptors ball. They call it Bulls ball. That very much looked like a Raptors ball. But it will be Bulls on the baseline with the inbound. Oh, it did come off Scotty afterwards. Okay. It came off of it did come off of Barnes. Barnes checks out, head down. Not a great side. With all due respect, 6.5 minutes is like 2.5 too many to make that swap for Gary Trent. No, it definitely went off Scotty. That was definitely the correct call on the replay. Inbound to Levine, and man, you got to fight that screen, Pascal. Got to fight that screen. Levine wide open for 2 there. 62-59. Siakam has Pirtle as the roller at the rim. No good. Siakam rebound, and that's no good. Another layup. Another layup. Man, you got to hit that shit. This time Siakam at the rim. These shots were missing. An extra 6-8 points here. Going begging. God. I would personally start the fourth with Scotty. Give him a run. Close the quarter with starters minus Scotty plus Trent. I don't know why Thad ate up some Doughton minutes today. I genuinely doesn't make sense. What's wrong with Siakam's touch? I mean, that was just one. He's playing well. His touch. He's 4 of 6 on twos today. 15 points. He's playing fine. I don't know why Trent's minutes are being hindered so much by being on the bench. Hopefully that changes. Trent for 2. Nice bucket. 3-point game. Thad got his minutes. He played 9 minutes in the first half. That's 9 too many. 64-61. Levine gets a screen. Gives it to Vooch. Fires outside to Williams. Don't jump. Williams kick out to Kobe White. And a travel called against the Bulls. Is that a 3 in the key? Whatever it is, it's turnover and Raptors ball. Start the fourth with down. Start the fourth with down. No, Banton can't play defense and can't initiate any offense. There's a reason, in my opinion, he doesn't play. Down has been playing well. This would be confusing to not see him. Siakam feeds to Pirtle down low and he's fouled. Finally, they foul this guy. Honestly, just make him shoot free throws. No layups for him. If I'm devil's advocate here. Would have been an easy 2 for the Yak. Pirtle, first free throw is in and out. Give us a second one. Make it 2 points. Give us a second one. Boucher checking in for OG. Boucher was just awful in the first half. Hopefully he is sorted out, stepping up for the second. Again, massive game today. Pirtle at the line hits it. So, including today, 3 massive games. Got the Bulls at home tonight, then 2 away games against Washington. This is the home one. This is the one you really got to come in with the win. And an offensive foul on Vooch will help us out there. Raptors get the ball back down by 2. Couple quick fouls for Vucevic. And yeah, good call by the ref. No, I'm firmly down over Banton. Siakam working on Williams. No foul called. It looked like there was a lot of contact on that shot. Dosunmu to Vucevic, steps into a 3, and it's front rim and away. Siakam to VanVleet. He had me fooled as well. I thought he was actually going to take that shot. Trent for 3, and he hits it. Gary Trent coming alive. Hitting a big shot here. Give Gary his minutes, man. Give Gary his minutes. I don't care. He's coming off the bench. Another absolute dime by VanVleet. Up to, 8 assists now for Fred? 65-64. Toronto, who take the lead. Vucevic to Williams. Now Kobe White in the corner. Steps past Siakam. A rebound eventually spills away all the way to Dosunmu on the top. And he slips in the paint. That's a... One could say that it was a travel, but he is tied up by Boucher. and it will be a jump ball. One might say Dosunmu traveled there. With Delano Banton, he's inferior defensively to Doughton. Offensively, Doughton is effective without the ball in his hands. Delano offers literally nothing if the ball is not in his hands. Like, not literally, but like next to nothing. No impending threat of a three-point ball, so he's not guarded. Spacing is more clogged up. With the ball in his hands, decision-making is inferior to Doughton. Like, he's just a very one-dimensional player where he uses his size to get to the rim. Good defenses just straight up don't let that happen because they know him, they know his game. Whereas Doughton has different ways to hurt you. Pull-up jumpers, better passer. I don't think I need to go any further. I understand people's liking for Doughton, but the offense is very, very stagnant, I feel, when he's on the floor because he doesn't have that first initiating pass, that initiating movement where if he's on the ball and he's at the top of the floor, he doesn't have that move to get by the first player and open up the floor. He doesn't have that range of pass to get that entry pass to move the defense around. Like, it's just very, swinging it around the outside until somebody has to do something on their own. Whereas down, the game's a lot more fluid, I find. But but the biggest thing is, like, for the G League, that level, Banton is on the ball is so good. People can't guard him. For the NBA, you need to find ways to be effective off ball, and Doughton has that. Banton just does not have that at this point. So when people look at like some eye-popping stat lines from Banton G League, why can't he do this in the NBA? Other than that Pistons game, of course, it's because he's more off ball for the Raptors, and he can't be on ball because there's just so many better players than him. You want to make the NBA? If you need the ball in your hands, you better be a really, really good player. If you're not a really, really good player, well, you need to find a way to be very effective with the ball not in your hands. And Doughton's doing that lately. Very annoyed. He got his minutes sucked up, it seems, by Thaddeus Young here. And Banton just does not have that. I struggle to see, unfortunately, a long future in the NBA. But we'll see. What do I think Banton does if he's the focal point of NBA offense, 25% usage? A lot of turnovers. A lot of fun. A lot of fun for a bad team. Like if he's on the Spurs, a lot of fun. A lot of turnovers. Not a ton of efficiency. He'd be fun on Detroit or San Antonio. VanVleet passed the screen, kicks to Thaddeus Young, who is in a game again. Boucher, corner three. Oh, man. Chris Boucher. What a shot. Raptors up by 4 now. All right, so Nurse finally matching up Pirtle with Vucevic as the shot drops for Williams. But Achua's in the game marking Drummond now, and it's 68-67. VanVleet out there with the second unit, today's second unit, which includes Thaddeus Young. Again, I don't know. VanVleet for 3. You didn't need that, but Achua puts it in. So there's the Fred shot where a lot of times it's bailout plays. Then there's that one where very clearly he shouldn't take that shot. That one is, nothing to can't forgive that. Williams steps into a 2. How did I understand Patrick Williams' limitations. How does this guy not start? VanVleet attacking the rim, kicking out to Boucher. Fred wide open the corner, gotta hit that. Spills out. Come on, Fred. Fuck, those are the ones, man. 70-69, Fred kicks out to Boucher for 3 again. No good. Chua can't handle the rebound, and Dosunmu has it. 52 seconds to go. 70-69. It's the third quarter, by the way. Levine for 3. He's heating up. Bulls lead by 2 again. Low-scoring game. Another one. We just cannot create enough offense. VanVleet to the rim, and he's blocked by Dosunmu. Don't need that either. Trent for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound by the Bulls. Bulls shot clock, game clock separated by about 4.5. 15 on the shot clock for Levine to work. A couple of bad possessions there from Fred. Those are the hero ball sets. Like, there's like one a game that obviously will get fixed on, but that was bad. Levine for 3, no good. Raptors have 5 seconds. And Thad took that half-court shot so early that it landed, and there is still 0.7 seconds on the clock. This guy has 8 assists. Like, Fred has 8 assists. I'm not sure what else he needs to do to suggest he's not just a shoot-first guy. Okay, so a bad shot by Fred, and then a bad decision by Fred, and then Thaddeus Young. For a veteran to be so unaware of that situation is just crazy. That just crazy. What thought went into Thaddeus? Like, even if time's going down, why is Thad taking that shot, man? Why is he here? Why? Like, Jeff Dowtin has played his ass off the last few games. Get this guy in the game. Like get Fred off. Let him close. Get Jeff Dowtin out there with Boucher, with Achua, with Trent, and you'll have to with Barnes. And that's a good lineup, and that'll get you through the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes for Thaddeus Young. What purpose? Achua's a -5. Like, oh my God, just bad things. There are bad things happening with Achua on the floor. He's just not there on either side of the court right now. Good God. Okay, game so far. Pirtle 8 in that quarter. Helped keep us in the game. Siakam continues to just be solid. OG slowed down. Need him fourth quarter. Barnes, good things continue to happen with him on the floor, but need better from him. Fred as well has, look, good things, 8 assists. You can't be 1 of 10. You just straight up can't be 1 of 10. Whichever way you slice it. Fred's got to be better. Absolutely. Thank God he's diming to save the performance a bit, but he's just straight up got to be better than the way he's playing right now. 1 of 10. Can't have that. Game is too important to shoot like that. Your second best player shooting like that is a problem. All right. Thad's getting like $8 million next year. Start of the quarter, Barnes feeds Achua, who's blocked. And Thaddeus Young has remained in the game. Boucher for 3. Wow, what a game by Boucher. What a second half, especially. No, I get Phoenix, like a few Fred shots or bailouts, but regardless, I with that understanding, you can't be 1 of 10. You gotta make some of them as well. Thad has his pocket picked, too casual. Why? Drummond throws down. Why is Thaddeus Young playing basketball? Why the fuck is Thaddeus Young playing, man? It makes no sense. He's not offering you anything on either end of the floor. It makes no sense. This game's so important. I watched the disaster in the first half with him on the floor. Why is he still out here? Trent for 3. Another big shot. Every time the Raptors score, it seems to come from a player, individual greatness on a shot. Dosunmu to the rim. Boucher came in late. Drummond is fouled by Achua. That should be on the floor. Yeah, today, I mean, fuck. The Nurse bench thing. Fucking hell. Jeff Dowd, what does this guy have to do to keep getting minutes? What has Thad done to get them today? It's not like this is a big team we're playing against. Certainly Dowd can handle Kobe White in the backup minutes. Doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. I can't. I don't even know how we're coming to the conclusion of giving Thaddeus Young minutes. I just have no idea. Let's survive it. 76-76. Boucher for 3 again. And again, he connects. Holy shit. Tough first half from Boucher. How about that response? DeRozan. Pass Thad. The jumper's good. Just burn Thad. Three straight threes from the Raptors to score. Only up by 1. Achua working on Kobe White. Blocked again. Achua's just not been here today. Easy play other way. Dosunmu lays it in. Achua and Thad. Achua and Thad are going to blow this game for us, man. Wow. Achua has been just horrible today. Just horrible today. No effect on the game in any positive way whatsoever. Boucher for 3 again. This one doesn't go. Rebound by Drummond. With the Raptors down and Scotty Barnes called for the foul. Why did Chua try to shoot that? Why did he try to shoot that? OG in early. That is still in the game. Achua is off, thank God. And a turnover by the Bulls. Gary for 3, no good. Denied at the rim there. We'll take that. Raptors moving the other way. OG. Raptors down 1. Can OG put them up? And a foul, blocking foul called. What is Nurse thinking with that lineup, man? What, like, how are they watching? Like, is he watching the same game? Is he watching the same game as I am? Achua, what is it? Achua's going to be minus 20 today. What is he? Minus 14. Thaddeus Young. Like I get these aren't individual stats. Achua has done nothing of positivity on offense. He's been disaster on defense. Thaddeus Young doesn't do anything. Hasn't done anything all game, and he's out here. And there's a player who has consistently affected winning in the last few games. Down has had positive minutes in the last few games and is not playing today. In a matchup where he's going up against a lot of smaller guards. Dosunmu, Kobe White, Caruso, Beverly, all these guys playing solid matchups for Down to handle, not getting minutes. I don't understand. Kobe White inside layup, and he's fouled. Raptors up 1. I think Kobe White might be heading to the line, though. Very frustrated. Very frustrated. This game's too important to make mistakes like that as a coach, man. I'm gonna be real vexed if we lose this. Like, individual performances. Like, Barnes not been here. Chua's not been here. Nurse, no good. Thad, bad. Fred shot is not there. Need him. He's playing well everywhere else, but he's got to knock down some shots. Let's see. 8:33 to go. Raptors down 1. Test of the mental. Test of the reserve. What do we got here? 8:30 to go. Pretty much a must-win game. OG to Thad. Drives in, up with the left, and finishes. All right, there we go. Very low-scoring game. Nice play there by Thad. Kobe White inside. Boucher hand up. Barely gets it to DeRozan. OG defending. Now Levine. Drives past and loses it. Here come the Raptors now. Thaddeus Young. Slows it down. Outside to Trent. Gives it to Barnes. Gets downhill. Goes to the rim. And finishes and won. There is the fourth quarter Scotty we've been waiting for to get unleashed. Finishes there through the contact. And just the aggression is here that wasn't there in the first half. And a couple of those have not gone in. But that one, what a play to finish there. Finally, the bucket for Scotty Barnes. Like I said with Barnes, the shot's got to fall. I can forgive the shots not falling if the decision-making is there. That one, taking it right at their throat, getting downhill. And look, even if he missed, he's heading to the line for 2, and hopefully doesn't miss 2 that time. But only 1 here. Make that shot. Raptors up 85 to 82. Barnes, by the way, best plus minus was plus 16 tonight. Hey, I don't know. Good things happening. Somebody said earlier we got to bring back the pizza incentive. Raps score 100, you get free pizza the next day. This team doesn't score 100 anymore. See, those are the things. Like Scotty has the opportunity to take that. It's not like guys taking away all his touches. It is very much within his ability to be more assertive on the court, which he wasn't doing first half. And a lot of times he hasn't done first half this season. Love these TurboTax commercials. You can do anything but your taxes. Don't do your taxes. Which is their big ad campaign right now. But TurboTax was one of the driving figures in lobbying the government to not do people's taxes for them. So they definitely don't not want you to do your taxes. They definitely do want you to do your taxes. No more free fries. McDonald's. Raptors can't make 12 threes. Yeah, they had that for a while. Then they also did like if the opposition team misses both free throws on a trip to the line, then they changed it to just straight up if the team misses a free throw in the second half or the fourth quarter, you get a free pizza or free fries, whatever. Yeah. I don't even know what it is right now. I've not been to a Raptors game this season, nor do I plan on going. I should buy you guys McDonald's nuggets. We could do something like if the Raptors score 125, I'll send a viewer I'll send a viewer enough to buy nuggets or something like that, or something along those lines. That's not a horrible idea. I just gift a membership or something. That would make more sense than e-transferring somebody. Like, what do nuggets cost these days? Like $10? First time I bought 6-piece nuggets like 6 years ago, I could not believe the price. Sorry, in Canada. In U.S., It was $1 for the longest time. I only got it there. I got in Canada once. It was like $6. I couldn't believe my eyes. Anyways, Barnes hits the free throw. 86-82. Biggest game of the year. Raptors need a win. Let's go get it. Drop a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe for more Raptors content. There's Scotty Barnes again. On the glass with the block. And then the rebound with the block again. And then gets the miss. Other way to Siakam at the rim. Oh my goodness. We asked for more from Scotty Barnes. 2 blocks, a rebound, and an assist. All in the sequence of like 5 seconds. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Scotty Barnes. What a play.
Mama, there goes that man.
Where did that come from? Scotty Barnes, 4th quarter, coming alive. 2 blocks. I think he got the Drummond block too. He did. Scotty, Jesus Christ. Where is this? Where is this for the first 3 quarters, man? Where is this? 88-82 Raptors, 7:12 to go. In the driver's seat now. DeRozan to Beverly and kickball. All right. Oh, yeah. Can we hit 100 likes on today's stream? We're at 71. 29 to go. Let's go and do it. And we're on a road to 14,000 subs in this channel. I do videos, live streams, shorts, so much content, all Raptors related. Subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports today. Thad is once again... Am I missing something? Like, somebody please let me know. Is somebody in the chat, 139 of you, is somebody seeing something from Thad that is warranting these minutes that I'm just not seeing here? Please let me know. They're looking for a flagrant here. We'll see what's going on. I didn't see anything. Nobody sees anything. They're looking... Oh, shut the fuck up, guys. What are we looking for here? Oh, sorry. They're looking for if the ball was already in, because if not, it's free throws automatically. It's not a flagrant situation. Okay, I misheard. So it's away from the play. All right, so it's a free throw and then their possession. Okay, that was the correct call because it was a foul. Nobody has any good things to say about Thaddeus Young. Okay. glad it's not me. Just me. Does he always play him heavily against the Bulls? I mean, like, I just don't see like where there is a lack of good matchup here for Jeff Dowden the way he's played lately. DeRozan misses the free throw. Ooh, that is a rare sight. Matty D has called it a rare miss. All right, 88-82. Oh, TSN froze. There we go. We're back. Beverly about to inbound. 7:04 to go. Raptors up 6. DeRozan switches on to Trent. Gets Barnes jumping. And Barnes, you don't have to jump there, buddy. Four-point game. Huge game for both teams. Barnes to OG. Levine on him. OG outside to Thad. Extra pass to Siakam. Blows by Vooch. Gets to Trent. Good look. And Trent nails the three-pointer. Raptors lead by 7. Largest lead of the game, I believe. And excellent patience from the Raptors. Nice feed from Pete Skills. And Trent has just been hitting those all night on the catch and shoot. DeRozan going up, and the and one responds to the Trent 3. Handsome Be Wonderful on Twitch says it's his fantasy playoffs and he needs Sky to step up. When do my fantasy playoffs start? I have Barnes too. It's not yet. Anyways, Raptors are challenging this. They're saying this would be OG's 5th. It is OG's 5th. Nick Nurse is going to challenge. Do you guys see NBA is likely going to implement a rule that would allow a coach to keep his challenge if he is successful in using it? What a crazy concept that nobody ever would have thought of doing. The great mind of the NBA thinking, wow, this is such a good idea. Gary's cooking. What's Gary on? He's got to be like shooting like 40% or something. What is he at? He's shooting 50, 6 of 12, and he's 5 of 10 from 3. 5 of 10 from 3. Good grief. Mr. Trent, 17 points. I'm sorry. He's got to close. He has to. It would be a very big lack of awareness, a very sizable lack of awareness if Nick Nurse does not allow Gary Trent Jr. to close the game. All right. We'll see. I didn't see the replay on that. The people in chat are telling me that it was a very clear charge from DeRozan. Once again, I am unaware if this will be reversed or not. But the indication is coming from the chat that this is a play that will be reversed. We'll see if that is the case. It would take away a Bulls bucket, and we're seeing on the ESPN score, a bucket has been taken away. Therefore, Nick Nurse seems to have been successful in this challenge, and this will give the Raptors the ball back up by 7, which is a more important factor, but it would also keep OG on 4 fouls instead of 5, which is maybe just as important heading down the stretch, which will allow him to be locked in from a defensive standpoint. Fred VanVleet bringing the ball forward. 6:10 to go. OG, can he get to work on offense now? He started well. Can he finish well? OG!
Mama,
oh
there
my!
goes that man.
Would the hammer on DeRozan's head top. Have some respect for your former vet, man. OG with the slam, the annihilation on DeMar there. Raptors up 9, largest lead. Vooch to respond, no good. Rebound Siakam. Raptors going with the starting 5 minus Pirtle plus Trent right now. Siakam misses the layup. A little bit too excited there. Let's relax here. Up 9. Let's get our stops, get our makes. DeRozan to Vucevic in the corner. He's been hitting threes tonight, and no different there. Cash money from the corner for Nikola. He's 4 of 5 from 3, man. 93-87. I understand what Nurse is doing with this lineup. You got it. Like the way Pirtle's closed, you got to make a decision. I think Pirtle's got to finish this game, man. VanVleet loses it, but it's tipped away. It's out of bounds for a Raptors ball on the baseline. Beverly's adamant that it came off of Toronto. I wonder if they will challenge this. You got to close with Pirtle, man. Barnes for 3. Yes! Scotty Barnes in the corner. And it's back to a 9-point game. It's tough, though. Who do you take off? I mean, I would take off Barnes, but then also Barnes is playing really well in the 4th. Why is nobody on? Okay, well, it's Beverly. Beverly for 3. Well, I mean, yeah, I get you're picking who you're guarding, but don't give him his own area code as well. Oh, my stream froze. It's out of bounds. It appears we have turned it over. Loose ball foul called against Siakam, I heard the announcer say. So, Bulls ball. 5 team fouls on Siakam. Oh, and Barnes almost made that too. It froze. I didn't see that. Beverley at the line. Oh, that's bonus. That was the bonus foul. That didn't register. 96-91. Beverley at the line to make it a 4-point game. The 9-point lead quickly evaporating with 5 straight points from Beverley if he can hit the second free throw, which he cannot. 5-point game. 4:09 to go. Now, OG closes games. End of discussion. That defense, ended discussion. OG closes games. Siakam down low. Caruso defending. Go at him. Siakam misses the layup. Barnes rebound. Out to Fred. Now OG for 3. In and out. And rebound Chicago. Siakam had a really good look there. Need those ones. DeRozan, he's stuffed by Barnes. Raptors in transition with VanVleet. Slows it down. Barnes to Trent for 3. Doesn't go. Siakam with the tip in. And the Raptors lead by 7. Much better. Barnes has come alive in the fourth quarter. Wow. Where is this? Where is this for the whole game? Where is this? He's been excellent. He's been excellent in the fourth. Why can't we? It's so consistently good in the fourth. Why not the other 3 quarters, man? Oh, my God. Wow. The energy Scotty Barnes bringing, lifting us up here. And, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we are better off not closing with Jakob Poeltl. But Barnes has at least 3 this half. Barnes has 4 blocks in the game, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And again, 4 blocks in this one. Wow. Gary Trent on 24 minutes. He'll finish with 27. I think we could even bump those up a bit. Thaddeus Young played 17 minutes here. I just don't know. Maybe he loves pressure. Maybe just certain players thrive under adversity. I certainly feel as an athlete, I played better in crunch time. Not anywhere close to this level, but maybe some players they just like when the pressure's on. They like when there's a little bit of extra oomph in that game. And Barnes maybe feels that way. I wouldn't say that's a negative, but I would also say, man, can we get this as well for the rest of the game? But like I said, your young player having a knack for improving in the fourth quarter, that is not a problem. Barnes on Vooch. Gets it to DeRozan. DeRozan out to Caruso. Inside for Vooch, and OG tried to get the steal, but it will turn into an easy 2 for Vucevic. Probably wouldn't have stopped him anyways. That's why I wear his number 4. Siakam handoff to Barnes. What can he create now? OG one-on-one with Caruso. Why not take it on? Okay, no more. Get rid of it. No more. And errant pass off of Barnes' shins, and here come the Bulls. 2:41 to go. Game is far from over. DeRozan to Vucevic to Levine. Blows by Barnes. And some excellent help defense by Fred to react. But Levine finishes through the contact in the defense. And it's a 3-point game. Damn. That would have been a very well-earned stop. I guess in this one, Poeltl, the way Vooch is spacing the floor would lead to some problems. Plus the effect of Poeltl's lack of free throws. Siakam fouled there by Caruso. Looked very clear to me. They're considering challenging that one. We'll see what goes on. But it looked like Siakam was fouled, and if he can hit both, it'll be a 5-point game for Toronto. 98-95. So despite the offensive struggles throughout the game, there's been none in the fourth. And the Raptors will clear 100 in this game. It's just a question of, will it be enough to win this game? Siakam is at the line. He's on 19 points, 8 rebounds, double-double territory. First free throw's off. Really, really, really need this second one from Pascal. Preferred 5 to close the game. I would say I'd rather give Scotty Barnes a start of the fourth and play Pirtle the end of the fourth, but I can certainly see why Nurse has gone with Barnes here. It has to include Trent. There's games where I would say you play Barnes, but there's other games where you got to get Pirtle in, and unfortunately, I don't want it to be the case, but Barnes would have to be the guy that comes out. You just cannot take out OG, Fred, or Siakam. Levine out to DeRozan. Vucevic for 3. This one is off. OG, wow, great job by OG to handle the rebound and get it out of his hands quickly to VanVleet. What a play there by OG. Vucevic was 4 or 5 leaning into that one. Missed a 3. Raptors remain up by 4. 9 on the shot clock. Siakam stepping back on Vucevic. No good. Rebound Barnes. What a play by Scotty. Gets it to VanVleet. Fresh 14. Fred calling a play. I like this. We're calling a play. What will it be? VanVleet to Barnes. Inside for Siakam. Good play design. VanVleet for 3. No good. Rebound OG. Gets it out to Barnes. Another fresh 14. Clock is ticking. Who is going to be clutch? Siakam stepping back for 2 again. No good again. Man, the shots we've had here. Siakam 2. Good looks. The Siakam not clutch crowd are celebrating right now. DeRozan. Double comes. Get out to Vooch. Caruso stolen and retrieved by Trent. VanVleet, a fresh 24. VanVleet almost went over and back. Holy shit. 14 on the shot clock. Siakam to OG. Now Trent. 10 on the shot clock. They had a foul to give and won't use it. 6 on the shot clock. Trent. Is he clutch? Step back 2. Oh, no good. But a foul against Trent for trying to kick out. Offensive foul on that jump shot. All right, up 9. 21 seconds to go. You definitely don't want to allow a 3. Did you just foul here? You're the Raptors? Not sure how Trent is assessed for a foul there. Oh, I didn't realize. That's bonus. I did not realize. I mean, that's just straight up not a foul. Gary Trent shooting the ball and landing. If anything, it's a defensive foul. This is why we need the rule. You get your challenge back. We were successful earlier. Trent, he's not kicking out. He's just landing. Levine crowds his space. I mean, to be honest, you got me comfortable with a no call there. But a super chat came through from Toronto Yardy. Thank you so much, Toronto Yardy. Thank you so much for the support. What a day for Toronto teams making a move. Absolutely. Leafs, some big-time moves. Thank you so much, Toronto Yardy, for that. Appreciate it. Okay, so it's not a shooting foul, but the Bulls have the ball. DeRozan layup. He's fouled. Nearly an and one, but he's got to come. Look, good foul. Good foul. Make him earn those. But Toronto Yardy, thank you so much. Extremely grateful. Appreciate that. But I'm dialed into this game, so can't dwell on this too long. But once again, the support is always appreciated. That's soft. That's soft. Wow, DeRozan's on 12 points tonight. Jesus, man. Raptors, I'm swarming this guy. DeRozan free throw off the mark on the first. At best, it's a 3-point game. Well, at best, he misses. They get the rebound and score. Worst case for us. But if he makes it, it's a 3-point game. Got to get the bodies out there and rebound this basketball. DeRozan, free throws good. 3-point game. 99-96. 2 timeouts. Like, if I'm Toronto, I'm Toronto. I consider advancing the ball here. Not forthcoming. They bring in P. Will. Okay. I'm not. Okay. Siakam has it. Just need one here. Listen, there's games where Gary is clutch. There's games where Siakam's clutch. There's games where Fred is clutch. Games where Barnes is clutch. A lot of the guys. Oh, sorry. They had one to give there, so we're fine. Ball into Trent. That's the guy I want at the line right now. Siakam today, look, 2 shots, 2 makeable shots he missed. That would have iced the game pretty much. Yeah. Need those. Need one of those from your guy for sure. Raptors up 3, 15 seconds. Gary Trent at the line for 2. First free throws of the night. Trent first free throw is good. All right, 4-point game. Trent can make it 5 here. Would allow you to give up a 2. Hell, it'd allow you to give up a 3. 5 is a lot better than 4. Trent, dialed in. Can he make it? Yes. Bulls use a timeout. They've got 1 remaining now. Both teams in the bonus. 15.2 on the clock. The Raptors, weight of the world on them for this game. Chicago right there in the mix in the playing positions. Raptors have 2 games on the road coming up against the Wizards. This one at home against other fellow play-in opposition, potentially. This is massive, and the Raptors need this win. As close as a must-win game as maybe you can get at this stage of the season. And they are in the prime position to get it done. 101.96. If you guys are enjoying the stream content, make sure to smash that like button. We're up to 98 likes in the stream. Wow. Big change. Thank you so much for supporting today's stream. If you want to see more Raptors content like this, you can also subscribe to the channel. Support me. Support the content. Help us on the road to 14,000 subs. I didn't have a good February number-wise. Can't lie, but I always appreciate every bit of support here. And we're going to push through. We're going to have better months ahead. Excited for what is ahead for the content, for the channel, and excited for what is ahead for this team. Let's go and get it. .101.96. Bulls with the ball. Raptors, no fouls to give. Do you just foul here? Or to eliminate? No, I wouldn't. If the guy's driving, you can just wrap him. Yeah. Take your chances. You don't have to hit both free throws. Situational. Beverly to inbound. What do the Bulls have? They may be looking for a 3. Maybe Levine will step in and look for an and 1. Vucevic to Levine. Shadowed by Barnes. Excellent defense. And Levine rattles it in and out. But you can't fault the defense. See? There is a prime example. When I always talk about defense, how to play defense, right? Levine almost hits that. But Barnes is right there, hands up, no jumping, just hands up. If Levine hits that shot, like, fuck, what the hell are you going to do? That's a ridiculous shot. But the reality is, quite low percentage for a guy with like a 7'4" wingspan to be in your face with his hands up like that. Perfect defense from Barnes. OG at the line here, makes the first free throw. This could make it a 7-point game and ultimately ice it in favor of Toronto. Pants guy, OG owning DeRozan. OG, he's a fucking dog, man. We know that. OG's a dog. Much more engaged today. Misses the free throw, but Barnes picks it up and puts in the rebound with authority. And that is Beverley looking to get one more. Oh, he got blocked by Scotty. They're going to call the the foul initially. Here you go, Beverley. Oh, they don't call it. I thought the ref signaled for 2, but it's out of bounds, and it is the end of the game. The Toronto Raptors, in the most important game of the season thus far, come through in the big moments, in the clutch circumstances.
Winner, Gagnon.
And beat the Chicago Bulls. Oh, they did count the bucket, excuse me. 104-98. They win by 6 here. They cover the spread for anybody who was involved in that spot. Excellent stuff by the Raptors in this game. They didn't play at their best for the first 3 quarters, but I would say they were pretty close to it in their fourth quarter, and it was enough to finish off the game here. Kept DeRozan at bay. Lots to like, some stuff not to like. We're going to break it all down for you in the post-game show in just a second here, guys. But if you're here, reminder, smash that like button. Thank you so much for 110 likes on the stream so far. Appreciate that. Let's see how many more we can get. Also, for more Raptors content, from streams like this to videos to shorts, all this great stuff, all Raptors related, please make sure you are subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. Okay. Let's do our post-game show. The Raptors turn it on in the fourth quarter and win the most important game of the season thus far, 104-98. We're going to break down everything that went down for you in tonight's post-game show. What's going on, everybody? The Raptors just took down the Chicago Bulls in a game with huge ramifications potentially to the play-in and playoff standings going through the rest of the season. It was a vital game in a tough stretch where you're going to Washington for 2 away games now against them. Once again, further ramifications towards the play-in tournament, but one game at a time. The Raptors, great record at home, added onto it here with the win. If you're enjoying what you see, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more Raptors content just like this. So, the Raptors, they knew what was at stake here tonight, and the Raptors proved earlier on today that they mean business. Going out and getting Will Barton, bringing him into the team, and guess what? He suited up and played tonight. He didn't look tremendous in his 4 minutes today, but this guy like 3 hours before the game, or 4 hours before the game, wasn't even a Raptor yet, according to reports. So, cool to see. Wanted to be out there, wanted to be with the team, even getting a little bit of a run out there. But it means business. The Raptors are willing to spend to bring in players that are going to help this team for the playoff/play-in push. And a win does go a long way in helping achieve that. Standing-wise, the Raptors solidify their position here. They're up into the 9th seed. Chicago have dropped out into the 11th seed in the play-in or the Eastern Conference standings. Raptors now on the heels of the Atlanta Hawks. The Miami Heat a little bit in the distance ahead. The Nets probably a little bit too far in the distance, but we are not going to be ruling anything out there. All the Raptors can do is win their games. That is what they did today. And they did so in a fashion where they were not necessarily at their best for 3 quarters, but I think they were pretty damn close to their best in the fourth quarter where it all counted. Just want to shout out Jay Bricks here. Thank you so much to Jay Bricks for re-upping that membership and becoming a member here. He said, "Told you all game, Scotty is the clutch player on the Raptors." Thank you so much to Jay Bricks. He's been supporting the channel big time. Appreciate that membership. All right, get back into this. This was the first time the Raptors had really been healthy since the acquisition of Jacob Gramegna, and we are curious to see how the lineup would be structured. And though Gary Trent Jr. is the one that went to the bench, just because you go to the bench does not mean that you cannot finish the game, and that is what he did, and he was vital down the stretch with some big shots in the fourth quarter for the team. Let's go into the box score here. This game also marked Fred VanVleet's return to the team, where straight up you just need Fred VanVleet to shoot better. Fortunately, didn't cost us. A lot of that was down to, Fred VanVleet also providing every other part of the game that was beneficial. 9 assists here, 6 rebounds, a steal. Provided some excellent help defense in this game as well. But the 1 for 11 from the field is a problem. The 1 for 9 from 3 is a problem. Now, I think a lot of Fred VanVleet, the negative connotations toward his shooting do come from the fact that he gets a lot of the bailout possessions for the Raptors. And though that was the case today, he probably had like 4 of just the bailout possessions, which he's taken low percentage shots. There was 1 or 2, at least 2, that he should not have taken. Regardless, like, you just got to be better than that. You're Fred VanVleet. Even if they are difficult shots, you got to be better than 111. Thankfully, there's other ways he affects the game rather than just being a shoot first guard or a shot chucker, and helped us get over the line. The big performances, however, come down to the performances of Siakam, Anunoby, Pirtle, Trent, and only in the fourth quarter, but we did get in the fourth quarter, Scotty Barnes. Those guys definitely came through for us here. Also, shout out Chris Boucher for his fourth quarter performance. Let's talk about the good here. Siakam consistently provided offense in this game. 20 points here does not equal the franchise record for straight games with 25 plus points. Ends the streak at 7. The franchise record, of course, is 8. One more. But 7 for 18, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Siakam looked good in this one. He did look good once again, chugging along. OG was horrible against Cleveland. Looked like he did not want to be there. No energy. Responded today. An impressive 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And maybe more impressive than the offensive numbers was held DeMar DeRozan in hell today. DeRozan finishes as a minus 15 in this game. Worst of the night, barely. And we'll talk about that in just a second. 13 points, 5 for 11 shooting. I mean, look, 5 for 11 isn't bad, but limited what DeRozan wanted to do, which was necessary for the Raptors. Also, shout out the amount of turnovers the Bulls committed, 19 turnovers. Further down the list, Jakob Pirtle was excellent in many stretches of this game. Did not close the game. Raptors went with a 5-out offense, which paid dividends, but 14 points for Yak, 6 for 9 shooting. Once again, effective in many areas. Scotty Barnes is a very weird one to round off the starting 5, because for 3 quarters, I was like clear, some of the decisions were good. Third quarter, missing some bunnies, but decisions were good. First half, only took 5 shots, 1 of 5, and I'm thinking, how is he not getting himself more involved in this game? And I'm criticizing him, but I'm knowing, we still have a whole second half, especially the fourth quarter, where he always rises up, and he did big time. Big time did he rise up in the fourth quarter. From points, defense was just dialed in everywhere, and it shows that when he's engaged, he can make such a difference. Now, it's not a bad thing that your young player has a knack for playing better in the fourth quarter, but we just need to find ways. Maybe he needs to find ways to be effective as well for the entirety of the game. Though, the fourth quarter performances did help us. 4 blocks for Barnes in this game to go with the 11 points and 8 rebounds, 4 assists as well, and a steal. 4-12 shooting, but Scotty Barnes was effective all game. Plus 19 would indicate some of that. Going to the bench, Boucher was outstanding in the fourth quarter. Really, really, really was important in the stretch of the game where it looked like the Bulls may pull away. Will Barton, kind of whatever, 4 minutes. Thad, there's some numbers here. I don't understand Thaddeus Young getting minutes here. I especially don't understand Thad getting minutes over Jeff Dowden, who has looked good in the previous games and had some good matchups today, I thought, with the smaller guards on the Bulls. Genuinely just don't get the Thad minutes. Don't understand it, but definitely could have been worse than him on the floor. Where it really could not have been worse came with Precious Achiuwa. Was a complete disaster everywhere. No saving grace to his game today. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 6, minus 14. Plus minus very much as a team stat a lot of the time. Like you see Fred on minus 4. A lot of Fred's minutes were shared with Achiuwa, where it was just disastrous, as I mentioned. Could not get any stops. Pylon on defense. Offensively, ill-advised shot attempts, breaking off more than he can chew a lot of the time, going into just 4 guys at the rim and he's trying to go up. He got blocked twice. No, today was not it from Achiuwa. Big bright spot from the bench. I'm glad he still got a good amount of minutes. Gary Trent, 5 of 11 from 3, 19 points. Excellent game from Gary Trent. 3 steals as well. Raptors needed all of it. 104 points here. Barely scrape over 100. The half-court offense for lots of this game did not look good. I think a lot of that was very rotation-driven. Did not like a lot of the lineups Nick Nurse was putting out. Honestly, Thought Pirtle was the best guy to close the game in a lineup that also included Trent. Maybe that sacrifices Barnes, but I understand why Nurse decided to go with Barnes in the end. It came through lineup-wise at the end of the game, and once he took Precious Achiuwa out of the game in the fourth quarter. Where it counted, the Raptors were good. Where stuff didn't count as much, things need to be better. And you know what? We had a rough game against the Pistons. We won. A good fourth quarter saved us against the Bulls, but we got taught our lesson against the Cavaliers. If you play like this against the top teams, you are going to get, well, in the case of the Cavaliers, you're going to get rinsed and destroyed. Cavaliers blew us out. Thankfully, the Bulls are not that, but you got to find a way to fix up so that those sort of spots and runs don't happen because, listen, the Bulls went up by 8 here. It looked like it could have gotten a little bit out of hand. Thankfully, like I said, we come through in the clutch. Where the Raptors succeeded here largely came down to the extra possessions. And hey, testament to the rebounding. We had 19 offensive rebounds to their 6. Despite the fact we committed 12 turnovers, not horrible. They committed 20, and the Raptors took 23 more shots than Chicago, and 2 more free throws as well. We shoot 40% from the field and 36 from 3. They shoot 52% for like the Bulls shot 50, 40, 80. That should get you the win, but the turnovers, the rebounding, like, hey, the Raptors, they hustled for this win. And like I said, that's going to have to be better against better teams. Fortunately, it didn't have to be better tonight. And from a fan perspective, every win matters, like we said, and a win is a win. With the upcoming schedule, though, this is not always going to come through. The Raptors have, I believe it is the second most difficult remaining schedule in the NBA based off of win percentages. They're going to have to find a way to beat these tough teams. 2 tough games coming up against the Wizards away. 2 vital games as well. And the ramifications of the standing with the Wizards just behind us in the Eastern Conference. But beyond that, there's going to be some difficulty on a little bit of a West Coast spot here. Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, back home. Nuggets, Thunder, Timberwolves, Bucks. Tough run of games coming up. And if you can't piece it together, and you know what? Team is still trying to gel. Like I said, first game, healthy after the acquisition of Pirtle. Nurse needs to be better to figure out the best way to get the most out of all of his players. What the best rotations are, what the best starting lineup is, what the best closing lineup is. And the team needs to find a better way to gel together so we eliminate those rough half-court offensive sets in sections of the game. But, hey, Raptors, they get over the line. They do. They get over the line. They win what, at this point in the season, is the most important game they have played. Let's see how it all finishes up for the rest of the season. One game at a time, one win at a time. All right, if you guys did enjoy what you saw from today's stream, please make sure you've hit that like button and also subscribe for more Raptors content just like this. Join the Amateur Hour Army today, and I will see you on Thursday as the Raptors take on the Washington Wizards. All right. Thank you so much, people in the stream chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the content tonight. I very, 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 very much appreciate it. Had a lot of fun on today's stream. Had a lot of people hanging out. Well over 100 likes. Great to see. Reiterating my stance. If you like Raptors content, you'll love Amateur Hour Sports. Check out the video I released 5 hours ago, almost to the minute, about Will Barton and the acquisition of the player. Tomorrow, I might do a video tomorrow. I don't know if there'll be much to talk about because I did a video today. We'll see on that. But Friday's video, I do want to go a little bit more in depth on Will Barton. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I am going to guaranteed be back on Thursday for the Wizards game. Raptors taking on the Wizards, as I said. I'll be right here live once again. Saturday, I am dog sitting this week. So I will not be live for the Saturday game. I will be cheering on from Toronto, not at the arena, but I will be cheering on from Toronto. And I'll be back for the next stream on Monday, late game against the Denver Nuggets. But videos along the way. I'll have a video out on Sunday as well. That will be draft themed. I'll talk about some point guards I like in the draft. And yeah, lots of great content. So get subscribed, like up before you go, and we'll see you again next time.